All right, all right. Looks like we are live. What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Today we got a great show for you guys. Like always, gonna be talking about some new developments with the Nintendo Direct that should be happening. Also, like always happening, Justin with the Ninja Blood first. Mmm. Nice, nice. How was Star Wars Outlaws? I haven't really went back to it after that first initial kind of push just because there were so many games coming out at that time. I might go back to Star Wars Outlaws later. Right now, I'm really just kind of excited for Dragon Quest. I've just been playing the demo and actually grinding on the hard difficulty. So, like, I've just been playing the game. I've just been playing the demo and grinding out in the sea. I've already beat the demo, but I've just been playing that. I'm really excited for Dragon. I don't think I've ever been this excited for a Dragon Quest game in my life. This is like the most excited that I've ever been for a Dragon Quest game. And I like Dragon Quest. I really do like Dragon Quest. Shout outs to Justin. Thank you for the 3 first Ninja Blood. Appreciate that. Anybody does 3 or more, you can beat my man Justin on the board. I don't think we can have full combo effects today, guys, because I wanted to start the stream by like 10, but I had stuff that I had to do today, so unfortunately I couldn't. But yeah, we're gonna get as much as I can. We're gonna go as much as I can today, and then we'll probably have to go full bore from today through the week. So it should be good, man. It should be good. Shout outs though. Let's get into the shout outs here in the chat though. Let's go. We got a lot of people coming through, so I appreciate you guys. What's good to Dior? What's up? 808 wonders what Zelda would be like in the Skyrim format. Skyrim's old and crusty, so I don't want to see Zelda play like Skyrim, to be honest. But I feel you though, brother. I feel you. Let's see here. TFL. What's up, TFL? The Great Wah. What's up, the Great Wah? Dane Gonzalez just dropping by. What's up, Dane? Welcome. Let's see here. Dior. What's up, Dior? What is good? The Great Wah. Once again, CBH for God. What up, baby? Huddy, what's up, Huddy? Big love to Huddy in the chat. Shout outs to Justin once again. Thank you for the 3. Let's go. Remember, if you drop a dono today, guys, doesn't matter the amount, put your music request in there and I will play for you. I got to do my obligatory shill, if I said that correctly. If you're not a member, go ahead and join up. It's only $1. We're going to be having a lot more events. We're going to be having the call-in show starting up. There's going to be Nintendo Direct starting up. We're going to have some cool guests come on, so if you want to be able to get in on all that action, get your questions answered beforehand with some of the guests, go ahead and become a member, ! Member in the chat. It's only $1. Shout outs to everybody that are members. Big love to you guys. Shout outs to all the Elite Ninjas. You guys are awesome. Also, John K. What up, John K? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Life Will Change. What's up, man? Darth Doyle, what is good? Adventures was Elliot coming out in February. Did it get changed? There was no release date for February. There's no release date. It just said 2026. So yeah, that's just I don't know where you got that from, but there was no official release date for the Adventures of Elliot. No sound. Okay, you mean no music. Okay, hold up. Here we go. I thought the whole time that I was talking, there was no audio. I was about to say, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. The whole time that I was talking, there was no audio. Okay, I think we have music now. We have music, right? We got music? Okay, got you. Hey, what's up, Nate E? Welcome. Anything new on Elden Ring TARDIS Edition? No, that'll probably be at the next Nintendo Direct, probably. Okay, not alerts. Okay, cool. All right. I was about to say, yeah, sorry, my desktop audio was muted because the reason why I mute my desktop audio sometimes is because when I'm recording my videos, I don't want the like an ad that pops up or something, whatever random noise to play. So I was recording videos last night, so that's what happened. What's up, Life Will Change? Welcome. What's up, B Queen? Hey, what's up, young lady? Welcome to the stream. What is good? Nothing on Elden Ring. Just wait for the probably Nintendo Direct. They'll have a release date for us there. That's what I'm guessing for that one. So what's a good, OJ? You're pretty. You're petty, brother. With your price drop video. Listen, Senzu, YT. That video was not petty. That video was a dose of reality. Steam Deckers just don't want to acknowledge. It's not my fault that they're being hypocritical. Once again, I don't think it was petty. I think it was a reality check. That's why if you go down the comment list, you ain't got nobody that has any actual arguments about what I said. You know, I got a lot of dislikes on that video, a lot more likes, but I got a lot of dislikes on that video, but I seem to not actually get any counter arguments to my video. I wonder why. I wonder why. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just waiting. I don't know. I haven't had the Banana Patrol look at that video yet. So maybe I get some free publicity through them. They can enter into my Nintendo Switch 2 giveaway as well, or any of these other weirdos that like to clip and react to and make me more popular than they are. So, hey, look, man, feel free to go at it. Any of those clippers, restreamers, whatever, go ahead, take a look at that video. Do your best or your worst. Feel free. I don't care. I don't watch none of their content. It doesn't affect me. They gotta react to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta watch me. They gotta react to me. I don't gotta watch them. Their content is worthless. You know what I'm saying? So I don't gotta watch nothing like that. None of the heat gets to me. I don't care. I don't care at all. So petty or realistic? Which one? Which one? Facts or petty? I personally think it was more factual than petty, but I gotta be honest, it was a little bit of petty, a little bit of nah, like a little bit of that, nah. You know, like there was a little bit of that, but it was all in good. I think it was in respect. What's up, Joe 9K? What's up, baby? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? How you doing today, man? Welcome. Dan Dips was good. Ashley Dorse was good. Catching up on the backlog, yes sir. Yo, Boomini, what's good? What's good? I like Dragon Quest 7 has custom difficulty settings. It's I have it so it's harder, but I get more experience and money instead of less. Yeah, that's good. You can customize the money and experience. I put it all at normal, then hard battles. But yeah, if you want it to be, you can customize your whole adventure, and I like that. I mean, Dragon Quest has been doing that, but they did a great job with that in Dragon Quest 7, to where you can play it any way that you want to play it, and I like that. There's a lot of good options in there, so it's fun. It's a very fun game. I mean, they cast the first stone, bro. I'm telling you. You poke the bear. Poke the bear? More like poke the teddy bear. More like poke the... What did I poke? A bear? Them? Wait, bears are scary, and bears have claws, and bears can bite. These guys are a bunch of freaking sissies and whips. What are you talking about? These are a bunch of little babies in their room. What the? Poke the bear? I'm sorry, I know the expression, but I would be damned if I called any of these people bears. Like, that's insane. Like, that is... And I get what you're trying to say, but more like I said, more like poke the stuffed animal, the stuffed My Little Princess pony or something like that. It definitely isn't a bear. I can tell you that right now, especially when they dress up in banana peels and stuff like that. I'm sorry, but I know a sissy when I see a sissy. They are a bunch of sissies and wimps. No, there is no bear being poked at all. They just talk on YouTube just like anybody else. Nobody's scared of any of them. So yeah, shout outs to Joe 9K. Thank you for the big $20. Yo, I appreciate that. And like I said, I don't watch none of the videos. I don't care. Doesn't bother me one bit. Not one bit. Thank you for the 20 though. I appreciate that. Joe 9K, you are now the Okage stream ninja. Is the update today or the direct? No direct today. There's been a lot of different updates. Who said that? Faith in the chat. The Adventures of Elliot Millennium Tales, that game just got rated. We've got Call of Duty that's in the database for Call of Duty. They show Nintendo. So you've got a lot of things that are happening that shows that the Nintendo Direct is definitely going to be soon, probably within the next month or so. Probably next month, because you're starting to see quite a number of different things that are happening with various games. So yes, expect that Nintendo Direct to probably go down this February. Shout out to Joe 9K. Just got a Switch to Mario Kart bundle for your collection. Hey, there you go, Joe. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That collection's getting nice, buddy. We're gonna keep going. Let's see here. OJ is throwing out facts in the video. Sorry about Kiddo. No, it's all good, man. Kiddo, I mean, listen, it's been like that all year, so I'm used to it. Shout outs to Justin with the 3.
Outlaws is decent, and I'm so excited for Dragon Quest 7, but I'm kinda getting to the point while I'm playing Yakuza 0. I catch myself thinking, do I want to get into yet another big franchise, especially after getting into Trails in the Sky?
Yeah, absolutely. I can see that. I think with Dragon Quest, since you can customize your adventure so much, you can make it to where it's not going to be as tedious, right? Like, you can put the money that you get up, put the experience that you get up. You can adjust the difficulty any way that you want. So you're probably going to be able to get through it fairly quickly if you're not looking to get that big, experience where you're sitting there and having to grind through stuff. Dragon Quest makes it really easy to play, like super, super easy to play. I like the fact that you can adjust like money and experience. That in particular is good because like sometimes it's like, okay, it's easier, but it still takes forever to do things. So you can just adjust it. You want a little bit more money? Cool. You want a little bit more experience? Cool. You want the enemies to, hit a little bit less hard? That's fine too. Like you can customize it. So I would say, yeah, like just do that. Bead Queen's doing that. I did it. I just put everything on normal and then hard on the battles. But I don't want to make less money. Like, I don't like difficulty when they say, oh, you get less experience or you get less money. If anything, if you're beating harder enemies, you should get more money or more experience, not less. But I like the fact that they customize it. Some games, it's locked into that. Like, oh, you play on the harder difficulty, you get less. It's like, wait a minute, no, I should be rewarded more. Like I shouldn't be rewarded less. Shout outs to Justin. Thank you for another $3 dono, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Let's see here. What's up, Michelle? Welcome. Poke the plushie. Yeah, that's a good one. Poke the sleeping dude in the dun-dun-duns in the car beds. Yeah, ain't nobody worried about any of these guys. Like I said, keep on clipping, keep making the videos. It doesn't affect me. I don't watch the videos. I don't care. I keep doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna, like I said, I don't have to talk about anybody else to do what I do here. I can talk about Nintendo and RPGs and video games till I freaking croak. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can talk about what I love. I don't have to sit here and try to act like, oh, I'm like, I don't got to do all that to do what I do or to make what I make or to enjoy what I enjoy. So I don't care. Like I said, when I cut this off, I cut it off. I talk to some of you guys on Twitter or whatever, and that's it. I don't be perusing YouTube and all that and be worrying about and reading comments on other videos. I don't be doing all that. I watch sports stuff. Like, I don't even watch gaming stuff anymore. Like, unless it's one of you guys, like one of the homies, or if it's like, somebody, like if I see like a video from John or if I see a video from RGT, like if it pops up. But my feed, you guys see my feed. It's like music, sports, weird pop the balloon stuff, like it ain't even really video games no more. My algorithm isn't video games because I'm so fed up with YouTube and like YouTubers just in general. So I don't even got none of that stuff even pops up on my screen no more. So I don't care, I got people sending me clips and stuff and I'm like, I don't care. Like, it don't bother me. Like, I'm good. So yeah. Let's see. Let's talk about getting into Yakuza, already into Dragon Quest. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure if you might want to get into Yakuza and Dragon Quest at the same time. That might be a lot. Excuse me, guys. Shout outs to Joe. Who says saw the Spawn cast. It was nice. Yeah. There's just like weird pop the balloon stuff. Honestly, my YouTube feed is like murder mysteries, unsolved case or resolved cases, like cold cases, forensic files, sports, San Francisco 49ers and sports content. It ain't even really video games. Like I said, you can't even trust you gaming YouTube no more. I will seek out certain channels, and there are some channels that pop through, like Good Vibe Gamings. They'll pop through every now and then. I might get a video from some other people outside, but really, I don't really be wasting a lot of time watching video game content no more. It's so dramatized and clickbait. It's not even trustworthy anymore. Most of the Nintendo content these days is atrocious that YouTube pushes. I just wait for Nintendo to release their official stuff, and really I don't be watching none of that because it's eroded. I used to get excited about going on YouTube and seeing what creators were saying, and it used to be fun. Like, it used to be really fun, the analysis videos, the all that, but really it's just a bunch of nonsense. I do watch Did You Know Gaming. Like, I watch them a lot, like trivia, and I watch lore videos. Like, I've been watching like a lot of Mass Effect lore videos and stuff like that, but I mean, I don't even really, like, I don't watch like what I used to watch. Like, oh, who's got the news updates on this? Because it's just a bunch of trash. It's just a bunch of dramatized, 24/7. Like, it's okay if there's a video or two, but now you got whole slop channels where every day they waking up and finding something. Every 2 days, 3 days, they waking up and finding something to be like, this person's the worst person in the world, and they'll harp on one person over and over, and they'll beat them up like they committed a murder or something. So it's just like, it's to the point to where it's not even like I nuked the whole thing. I just started removing everything to the point to where, like I said, I don't even really get, outside of Did You Know Gaming, I don't really get a ton of gaming stuff. And when it comes to Nintendo content creators, man, I just flat out stop unless I know them. Like if it's like Roger's Base, or, I mean, even every now and then, like a Fidel video will pop up. I'll check out what he's got to say, because he's not insane. Well, he's insane, but he's insane in a good way, not a bad way. So I don't even really mess with it no more, man. So like everybody that, oh, this person said this, I'm like, bro, I don't see none of the videos. I don't care. Like, if you really have that big of a problem for me, put some money down. Let's go. That's the only thing that I'll go head up with. I ain't going back and forth in videos and giving people free pub. I ain't doing all that. But you wanna do a little we put a couple grand down, put 5 to 10 down, put some for charity, get a promoter, have a little bit of fun. If you really don't like me, come see me IRL in box. I'll do that. That's about the only way that I'm gonna respond. If anybody wants to do that has that big of a problem with me, put some money down and we'll go do it. We'll do it at Too Many Games. They got a ring. We'll do it at Too Many Games. We'll set something up. We'll do that. But outside of that, I ain't responding to nobody. I don't care. I do not care. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll be honest, seeing the grip work on YouTube still gives me the ick. Yeah, that's why I don't even really be watching nothing, bro. Yeah, I straight hit that do not recommend. Yeah. Like, to me, it's like the lobby of, like, remember like when you're in like Mortal Kombat, right? If you're in Mortal Kombat lobby and you rage quit all the time, what NetherRealm does is that they just put you in a room, like a lobby full of rage quitters. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else that's like normal, like they're like in normal lobbies that don't rage quit. So it's like, if you just keep hitting do not recommend, don't recommend the channel, it just puts you, it gets you out of that rage quitting lobby, that toxic lobby, and it puts you in a better bracket. So that's what I've been doing. I mean, and it's been good. It's okay. Like my home screen isn't flooded with stupid videos 24/7, you know? So yeah. What's up, Carlton Sam? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Big love. Big love. What's up, Paul Gale? Welcome. How you doing today, brother? Yeah, I only watch you in Prime for gaming nowadays. Discourse is whack now. Yeah, it's corny. It's 100% corny, bro. What is good? So yeah, we should be looking forward to a Nintendo Direct sometime soon. Adventures of Elliot. We had Call of Duty. There was also the Persona 25th anniversary, or 30th anniversary. It seems like there's gonna be something going down with that soon as well. So that should be fun. Justin with the $3 Fergie.
Yeah, you're the only gaming YouTuber I follow. I let my wife take over who we follow, so it's just a bunch of smosh. Good Mythical Morning and couple channels.
Yeah.
Lol.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't really be watching. I do watch Bo. Bo Plays, or Bo, that big white guy. I watch him. He's cool. Like, he's critical when he needs to be. He's cool. You know, he's reasonable, you know, overall. So yeah, I think he's a pretty good content creator. I watch my boy Paul Gale too. Like I said, I watch my homies. So anybody that's like my homies, I watch them. But like, I don't really be, like I said, I don't really be looking at like some of the extended videos. Like, I don't really be doing all that, because it's just inundated with clickbait and grift, you know. Shout outs though, appreciate you guys. Combo breaks. Yo, should we get that overclock again? 31 on the board, yes sir. We are out here tonight. Let's go, Paul Gale.
Overclock Buster.
Hey yo, appreciate that. Bayonetta music. All right, yeah. Remember, if you drop a dono, get your music requests in. Bayonetta music. Let's go. Thank you for that support, man. Appreciate that. We're gonna do. Let's dance. Let's dance, boys. Second climax version. I've seen someone on Twitter quote tweet saying, "Why am I seeing this on my timeline?" Like quote tweeting or asking that won't actively put more of that on your timeline. Yeah. Actually, hold up. Let's do one of a kind. I can't be getting this right here. All right, here we go. Shout outs to King Tree Freak. Yo, thank you for the 53 months, brother. Appreciate that. Yo, combo breaks for the elite ninjas out there. Let's go. Combo breaks for the elite ninjas out there. Let go. I appreciate that, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate it. 53 months. That's big, brother. That's big. Yeah. As far as X's and O's go, Shanahan is the best coach in the league, in my opinion. Maybe not for drafting, but X's and O's, the dude is next level. I mean, well, it's Kyle Shanahan and it's John Lynch. But like drafting, like I said, they've been hot and cold. I mean, they drafted Kittle, they drafted Warner, they drafted Bosa, they drafted Jennings, they drafted Purdy. Like, they drafted a lot of their good players. They drafted them. However, they've had a lot of misses as well, you know. So they've had a lot of defensive line misses. Outside of Bosa, pretty much all of their defensive linemen have not hit. But, I mean, they did an okay job. I think, you know, this year, Siegel has been up and down, but Stout's been really good. Mustafa's been not great. Jair Brown, not great. D. Winters, you know, Bethune, you know, everything's Bernardo Green, but okay. Diamador Lenore, good. So it's been hot and cold, hit and miss, you know. So Tonja's pretty good, solid backup. So yeah. Let's see here. How's everyone doing January with the gaming? Just going through my backlog on PC. Also looking out for PC parts with these AI price hikes. Yeah, definitely for sure, man. Definitely for sure. These I have an extra PC, man. I have an extra PC. That's not too bad. So I got just in case there's something. I got some backup. You know. Yo, what's up, Jumpmon? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? What's up, Steak? What's good, brother? Shout outs. What's up, Just Another Artist? Big love to everybody. If I haven't said hi to you, make sure you say what up in the chat. What's up, Daniel C? What's up, Huddy? Welcome. What's up, Carlton Sand? What's good? What's up, Sidious? What's up, guys? Make sure you say what up in the chat. Hit the like button too, man. If you guys can do me a solid, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button. If you're not subbed, go ahead and sub up. We're going to be having a Switch 2 giveaway when we hit 150K. We probably should have been way above that, guys. My bad. I've just been lazy on marketing and stuff like that. So, your boy, I'm going to start marketing the channel a little bit more. I'll start using the tools a little bit more. We'll start doing the giveaways once again for the I mean, we usually do giveaways, but we just do it in live streams like we did last year. But this time we'll actually make it to where people kind of know. So we'll market a bit more just so we can jump up the sub count a bit. So yeah, shout outs. Thank you guys for the support, man. I appreciate that like always. Yo, what's up, Slash Boys? Welcome. Just updated my gaming PC during the holiday fire sales. Feels good. Hey, there you go. No Nintendo Direct. There's definitely going to be a Nintendo Direct next month, if not next month on March. In March. Let's see here. I've been playing Path of Radiance and Metroid Prime. Nice. Let's go. Nintendo Direct rumors already. I mean, it's not really a rumor. It's more of like a foregone conclusion. It's not even really a rumor. I mean, we always have Directs in February/March, so it ain't even really a rumor. Let's see. Why do you dislike Gaben Valve? I don't dislike Valve. I don't dislike Gaben. I don't dislike. There's nothing for me to like or dislike about him. So, what's up, Felipe? Welcome. Who's the next 49er star to emerge? Robinson? I mean, it's just next man up, man. Like, it doesn't matter. We don't know who's going to get the big game. It's who's open and who's ready to go. So, I mean, Demarcus Robinson was the guy that was open and ready to go last night. So, he got the ball. But against the Seahawks, we'll see what else happens, you know? Yo, Cyber Taurus with the 49, the major! Ah!
49er for the 49er. Ready to bring it this weekend?
The Udabudos, the 49er blast. Okay, that's gotta be a notification. You just gave me, I can't believe I've never thought about a 49er notification. All right, 49's gotta be a new notification. I'll get that done at some point. Let's go. It says 49er for the 49er. Dude, oh my God, I am so excited. If the Seahawks win, I'll be rooting for the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl. I would love for the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl. If Sam Darnold can get a Super Bowl. Mike McDonald, those boys, they deserve it. They play the right way. They hit hard. They're hard-nosed. They're humble. They're tough. I mean, they talk when they need to. But I mean, I like the Seahawks. I've never disliked the Seahawks. I mean, they're in the same division, but I never disliked them. So I mean, if the Seahawks do win, I'll definitely be rooting for them to go all the way because of Sam Darnold. I like him. I like his attitude. I like what he's done. Big love. Thank you for the 49. But yes, I'm ready for round 3. I'm ready for round 3, baby. I'm ready for round 3. Oh my God, this is gonna be an incredible game this weekend. Short rest though for the Niners, but at this point, bro, no excuses, man. This is the playoffs, baby. This is the playoffs. So I'm excited, dude. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Oh, man, I am ready to go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's get that to 80. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to my man. The one, the only. Cyber Taurus with the big $49 dono. Let's go. Oh, man, let's go. Yeah, shout outs to the Texans, too. Texans are definitely one of my... If I had an AFC team, it'd be the Texans because of D'Amico. He used to be the defensive coordinator for the 49ers. So, yeah, I definitely... Hopefully, the Texans do well, you know? Don't want them to beat the Niners if the Niners make it to the Super Bowl. But obviously, if they don't, then definitely... The Texans versus the Seahawks would be what I would want if the Niners don't go. That would be, like, my picks. So yeah, man. Shout outs. Let's go. Thank you, Cyber T, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Time for a brand new year of Nintendo Direct rumors to begin. Yes, sir. It's time, man. I'm ready for it, dude. It's been a while, so it's time to get the Nintendo Direct stuff started up. But I mean, it's pretty set in stone, like when Nintendo Directs happen. So people always get all weird about Direct rumors and stuff when we all know it's gonna happen, you know? So we all know it's gonna happen, bro. Shout outs though. Let's go, Cyber Taurus. Appreciate you, fam. Hey, Cyber Taurus, number 1 Hokage, Stream Ninja. Anybody that's 49 or more, you can be my man Cyber Taurus on both boards. Let's go. Let's see here. January Resident Evil Showcase. We got January Resident Evil Showcase. We got a Xbox Developer Direct in January as well. So yeah, it's great, man. It's really good. It's really good. Really good. Let's see here. Oh, that'd be cool. RGT mentioned that Nintendo lack of interesting games. Do you agree, or do you think it's subjective? It's definitely subjective. It's just stuff that he's not into. You know, RGT's really only into Mario, Zelda, and like old school Nintendo franchises. So like, you know, Star Fox and F-Zero. So he's not getting the stuff that he wants. But obviously he's not into Fire Emblem. He's obviously not into Pokemon at all. You know, he's not really into Pokemon too much. So he's not into the stuff that's coming out. He's not into Mario Tennis. That doesn't really excite him much. He's not into, you know, any of the other games that are coming out that they have. He's not really into Splatoon like that, like Splatoon Raiders or FromSoft games like Dust Bloods or stuff. So the stuff that has been announced, he's not really into it. So that's fine. He doesn't have to be into it. That's okay. There's not always going to be a time when you're into everything that a company releases, you know? So yeah. There's a lot of Nintendo fans that are like that are just only really into like Mario, Zelda, and like maybe another franchise or two, and that's it. They're not really into Fire Emblem or into other like Splatoon or into other things that are coming, you know, or like Animal Crossing or whatever, right? And that's fine. You know, I'm really excited for Fire Emblem. I'm a big Fire Emblem guy. I'm looking forward to seeing Splatoon Raiders. I do like Splatoon a lot. Big fan of that, so I'm looking forward to Splatoon as well. I'm looking forward to Mario Tennis. I think that looks good. You know, I was an old school fan of Mario Tennis games. I've never been like I'm not a Party Man fan, you know, of Mario Tennis, but I've always been a fan of Mario Tennis. Like I always play the games, you know. So I'm looking forward to some of the games. And then of course I know that there's going to be new reveals. There's going to be new reveals and announcements and stuff, you know. So I'm not one of those people that are like, oh man, there's nothing that they said that I haven't been announced that I don't like. It's Nintendo. We already know what's going to happen. We know that they're going to have a direct in the spring. We know that they're going to have a direct in the summer. They're going to have another direct in the fall. They're going to have games that they're going to announce. There's going to be new announcements from third parties. That's how it always is. That's how it was the whole generation with Switch 1. So it don't really matter to me because I already know how Nintendo operates, you know? Just going off of, you know, factual history. So yeah. If Dust Bloods takes off, we're going to see a lot of people swallowing what they said about Switch 2 last year. Yeah. Let's see. I can't wait for Splatoon to be in mouse mode. We'll see if they do that or not. We'll see if they do Splatoon mouse mode. But he's a big Xeno. That's true. He's a big Xeno X fan. That's true. He is big, but he's not really a Xenoblade fan. He's just really more of just like he likes Xenoblade X. He doesn't really like Xenoblade. He just likes that specific game because, you know, there's guns and you can fly around in mechs. That's the reason why he likes it. He doesn't like it because the story or because the characters or because anything. He just likes it because it's an open world. There's mechs and there's guns. That's the reason why he likes it. But he don't like Xenoblade though. He's already stated that he don't really like Xenoblade. Well, he says that he likes it because he likes Xenoblade X, but he don't really like Xenoblade. You know, like that. So yeah. Let's see here. But honestly, I have no expectations for the next direct. I have no idea what they'll do. That's the exciting thing about it. We don't know what they have planned. So here's what Mr. Shuntaro Furukawa had to say, because he knows what they have planned. So here is what Mr. Shuntaro Furukawa, potentially a price increase. Well, he's not talking on that one. Okay. So here's what Mr. Shuntaro Furukawa has to say, and I'm probably gonna make a video about this. I'll probably do like a deep dive. Like this might be, I don't know if it'll be a 30-minute video, but I'll probably do a big video talking about each one of these things. So if you like, you know, fall asleep while watching videos or whatever the case is, like I'll probably do a big video on this tonight and like elaborate, you know, because none of these bums on YouTube are doing it. So leave it to Elite Ninja OJ, Hokage OJ, to take care of you guys and translate corporate slop. Okay? All right. Switch 2 supply has been stabilized. This is from Furukawa. This is in a recent interview. Kyoto Shimbun. Justin with another 3 as well.
Do you think they could do a Switch 2 edition of Nintendo Switch Sports instead of a sequel?
They could. They could do a Switch 2 edition, but I doubt that they would. The game already plays really well on the Switch 1. So I don't know. They could do a Switch 2 edition, but I'm guessing they might do a sequel or like a follow-up or something, but we'll see. They could do either one. They could do either one. Switch 2 supply, shout out, thank you for the $3, Justin. I appreciate that. Switch 2 supply is stabilized globally except for Japan, where a little more time is needed. Nintendo aims to make Switch 2 an accommodating, generous, and forgiving piece of hardware. I have no idea what that means. That might be lost in translation. I kind of understand what it means. Actually, no, I understand what it means. I'll translate all of it in my video tonight or tomorrow morning. Nintendo says taking this approach will help to realize the first and third party dev ideas. Nintendo says there are people who pick up their first console when reaching a certain age, and Nintendo wants to make sure that the Switch 2 is accessible for them. The current that's pricing. That could be, let's talk about that in a little bit. The current memory prices has no immediate impact on Nintendo's financial performance. So once again, it does seem like Nintendo has a allocated amount of systems that they've already purchased, or they have a contract for a number of years or for a time period, 6 months or something, that's not going to immediately impact their financials, since you have to pay more for RAM. Some people were saying that Nintendo's paying more immediately. Well, not necessarily, because if it's not immediately impacting their financials, that means they are not paying more right now. Now that could change, but right now it is not. So we'll see about that in the future. Concerning the potential for a price increase on products, Furukawa said, I cannot comment on hypotheticals. So he said products, this could be controllers, this could be NSO, this could be Amiibo, this could be all sorts of stuff, right? You see how expensive those Lego sets are, Pokemon and all that. So, like, yeah, there could be price increases. They could increase the price at their different freaking theme parks and all. You want a mushroom burger or whatever you eat at the theme park, that could cost $30 instead of however much it costs, right? So who knows? We'll see. Nintendo will further enhance their software offerings from 2026 onwards. Yeah, Nintendo Direct, that's coming. Furukawa says Nintendo is developing popular series titles that many fans are waiting for, but also completely new software. So, like I was telling you guys beforehand, which once again, these YouTube reactors, these YouTube clippers and these angriers and these angry peoples, angry, I call them angriers just because they're always angry on the internet. And these angry people, they're acting like Nintendo's not doing this. I'm telling you guys, I've been around for a long time. Nintendo always does this. They'll always have sequels to Mario's and Zelda's and Pokemon's and this and that. It's all coming. It's all coming. But also new titles. So I'm interested in seeing what those new titles are. Like maybe a new IP here or there. Like we always see at least 1 or 2 new IPs every generation since the GameCube. We've seen new IPs on every system, really. I mean, if you look at from the GameCube and up, you had GameCube, there was a bunch of new IPs. The DS got a bunch of new IPs. The 3DS got new IPs. The Wii got new IPs. The Wii U didn't get. The Wii U got a few new IPs. It got Splatoon. It got a couple. And then Switch 1 got new IPs, Astral Chain and ARMS. So Switch 2 is definitely gonna. I mean, Switch 2's already gotten a couple. I mean, Dragon Drive, but that's smaller end. We'll see if they do anything on the bigger end, like an ARMS or Splatoon level of new IP. So yeah, there's that. Let's see here. Furukawa wants to build excitement leading up to the Mario Galaxy movie. So he wants to build excitement leading up to the Mario Galaxy movie. Well, how do you build excitement leading up to the Mario Galaxy? Can anybody tell me how you build excitement leading up to the Mario Galaxy movie? Can anybody explain to me? Can anybody in this chat explain how you build excitement leading up to the Mario Galaxy movie? I mean, I can think of, it's 2 words. Nintendo Direct. That's how it gets done. You know, Nintendo will share info regarding the Legend of Zelda film. Nintendo will share info regarding the Legend of Zelda film will be gradually. So probably Nintendo today or just random stuff here and there. So they're ready to really show it at a direct or something. Nintendo's focus for movies is not short-term profits, but character exposure. So they're not looking just to make as much as possible so they can make as much money as possible. They want to make those characters be even bigger than they are, and then that translates to everything. Merchandising, movies, video games, potential deals, all sorts of stuff, right? So they want to make it even bigger. Let's see here. Nintendo will establish a system to release more films beyond these Mario and Zelda games. So there's going to be stuff outside of Mario and Zelda. There's going to be more things. On the topic of creating anime, Furukawa said, if we can create works uniquely Nintendo, it'd be good in the future. So yeah, I mean, I would love to see like a like Kid Icarus anime, Xenoblade anime, Fire Emblem anime. All of those would work really well for animes. So yeah, I think all those would be good. Hey, what's up, Zombie Tech Pad? What's up, 777? What's good? What's good? Welcome. What is good? Yeah, $89.99 to $94.99 to $99.99. Yeah, the controllers, which you can't rule out more increases on different products. We'll see. I hope they hold pat though. I hope they hold steady. You know what I'm saying? And eat a little bit of the losses and maybe dump it off to Amiibo or other things. I hope they don't increase the price of the system. I think that's the important thing, is just keeping the price of the system $450. And if anything, if you have to go to 500, put a game in there. Make it to where every single system gets a game. At least gets something. Put an Echoes of Wisdom in there. Put a Super Mario Odyssey in there. I don't care what you do, but put it, if you're going to have to increase the price from 450 to 500, do not let them walk out of there with no game. Like, there needs to be something there. Like, that'll definitely be a big criticism of me. That's fine. You want to increase the price, but a random digital copy of a game, that shouldn't be too hard to ask for. So that'll definitely be a criticism if they don't do that. If they're going to increase the price, okay, but I'd love to see a game thrown in there as well. You know, like I said, it's got to be something. Throw in an Echoes of Wisdom, throw in a ARMS, throw in a Super Mario Odyssey, throw in a new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I don't care what it is, just throw in something and make it a digital code. Don't make it pre-installed. So if somebody doesn't want that game, they can sell it and they can get something else. So that's what I'm hoping for. Or, I mean, obviously a physical copy would be great, but we know that's not going to happen. Let's see here. How do you tell which Switch games are shared play with Switch 2? Usually they'll say that it's supported. So if you go on the actual product page, they'll tell you game shares enabled. Let's see. Their contact could be also under the X number of RAM, so they know their price until they run through that. Exactly. That's what I've been saying, Steak. Yeah. McDonald's toys, remaster Super Mario 64, I think meant, or Superman 64. Remastered that. Shout outs to General Zamora with the 2. Says play Split and Splat from Splatoon. All right, I got you, homie. Split And splat. Thank you for the $2. Shout outs to Big General Z. General Zamora in the chat getting us to 85 on the combo board. Hey, yo. We out here, fam. Appreciate you guys. 15 combos away from hitting that platinum extension. Let's go. Give me a Metroid movie. A Metroid movie would be good. That'd be dope. The Fire Emblem anime is only like a few episodes, so it's not really long from what I understand. So you should be able to get through that pretty quickly. What's up, Gloria? Welcome to the stream. A year of NSO. Yeah, a year. Exactly. Yeah, a year of NSO. 6 months. 3 months minimum, obviously 3 months minimum to 6 months of NSO. You know, I think you should also do both. I mean, to me, it would be like, hey, throw in maybe like, you know, Splatoon 3 months of NSO, you know, something like that. Just make it look, one of the things that he says on here, which I'll get into my video, like I'm going to do a big deep dive on this. You know, like give me a little bit more time to research and analyze everything that I want to say. So I'll do that tonight late when everyone's asleep in my house so I can just like focus on it. But like this right here where he says, I want to Nintendo aims to make the Switch 2 an accommodating, generous, and forgiving piece of hardware. Like this right here, this thought process, once again, this is like more for like Japanese gamers than it would be for Western gamers, right? I mean, I don't think the price of the hardware is bad, but I think that obviously, you know, with the cheaper price that they have in Japan for the language model, like it feels that way, but it doesn't quite feel that way here. Like when you have stuff like Welcome Tour, right? That's not included in there. So I think that accommodating, generous, and forgiving, you know, piece of hardware, Nintendo says to take this approach to help realize the first and third party devs' ideas. I think maybe he could be talking more about the system itself in terms of making sure that developers have all the tools they need, make sure that, you know, they improve the DLSS, make sure they do a lot of things. But I think from the consumer side of things, if you want it to be people's first console, if you want it to be people that say, okay, that's great, what you got to do is you got to make sure that you do stuff like that, right? Like I said, add in a game on there. If you're going to increase the price, add in a game. Add in 3 months. Give more sales and deals like discounts. These are the type of things that you do that if you really want to have that, right? In Japan, they kind of have that. But it's not like that really for the rest of the world. So I would love to see them actually transform that. Right now, you got so many prices going up across the board. I know RGT and John, we talked about it on the Spawncast. This would be a great year. Everybody raises prices, right? Nintendo stays pat. Nintendo does not raise prices, and they actually throw in some good deals like they had last year at the end of the year. This would be a great time to flip a little bit of the narrative, you know? Like, I'm really hoping that they do that. Now, I can't guarantee, I don't know if it's going to happen, but man, this would be a time if they could, man. If they really could, it'd be dope, right? So yeah. Let's see, OJ, do you think Dustbloods can get nominated at the Keeleys? I mean, it's potential to get nominated. I think Elden Ring Night Rain got nominated for something, so I think it's definitely possible. But I mean, but for it to win anything, that'll be difficult because most media do not like playing on Nintendo hardware. So it's gonna be hard for Dustbloods to win anything. But I mean, it's possible. We'll see how good or not the game is. Right now, Nintendo review scores are in a little bit of a weird bind because you've got a lot of reviewers that are angry about things that have already happened, and it trickles down. I know people say that it doesn't, but it absolutely does. It trickles down to the next game, to the next game, to the next game. Now, some reviewers aren't like that, but a lot of them are, or a lot of outlets are. They let that kind of seep in, and that's just human nature for that to just kind of seep in. So I think it's going to be a little bit of a rough go for Nintendo first party or for Nintendo exclusive reviews, just in general, you know, just in general. Like we saw it with, you know, Age of Calamity, or sorry, not Age of Imprisonment. We saw it with, you know, Donkey Kong a little bit. We saw it with Metroid Prime 4. We saw it with a lot of games. Mario Kart World. I mean, there were a number of different things. So I'd expect that to continue. So that's why I'm saying it's a little bit rough, or I don't know if Dustbloods is going to have that type of pull with the media, all things considered, you know. But we'll see. You know, we will see. We will see overall. So I think let's see. They think we're made of money these days. And now, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Hopefully, Defon Pritchard becomes a good mediator for the West, like Reggie was. We'll see. I mean, I think at this point, the biggest thing that she has on her plate is that it's her and it's there's another guy, the former European president. It's like a tandem president. It's not just her. It's a tandem president, and he did the European market, so he kind of understands, you know, and all of that. He's a good dude. I forgot his name. Someone in the chat can put up. I think maybe DJ King knows the name of the guy, but I forgot the name. But he's pretty good. He's the one who got Xenoblade localized for
Age of
real.
Imprisonment should not be scored near Age of Calamity.
Exactly.
Wow.
Like Age of Imprisonment should at least be, I would say, like a 82, 83. It should be several points above Age of Calamity, but somehow it's like at the same rating of Age of Calamity, and that should not be a thing. I don't care. That should just not be a thing. It shouldn't be close to it. You know, so that's why I'm saying, like, they're being a lot tougher when it comes to Nintendo Switch 2 with some of these things. I mean, if Age of Calamity or Age of Imprisonment came out on the Nintendo Switch 1 with the frame rate, resolution, and story and gameplay and everything that Age of Imprisonment has. So if Age of Imprisonment came out on the Switch 1 and that performance, instead of Calamity, let's just say they did Age of Imprisonment first, that would have been like an 85 rated game or 84 rated game on the Switch 1. But on Switch 2, it's a 79, right? And it's only a point above Age of Calamity. And they weren't that far apart from each other. They're only 5 years apart, so it's not like you have a whole different set of thought process or mindset. No, it's only 5 years from each other. It ain't that long, you know? So yeah. But yeah, it is Shibata. There we go. Yes, Shibata. So it's really Shibata, and it's also, I think she's gonna be more of making sure the ship doesn't burn down in the US. They've got the Nintendo stores that they gotta manage. They've got the inventory and shipments. They've got the marketing. I think she's really gonna have her hands full with those marketing events and everything. I actually was there pretty much at her like initiation parade. Not her initiation, but I was there, I think, at her first talk at the launch of her first launch of a system. She was talking to all of us because they invited me to go check out the system early. They were serving really fancy food. But yeah, they invited me to go to Nintendo San Francisco, check out the system early, play with some other journalists, play Mario Kart and stuff, and be able to get the system early and have fun, whatever, right? So she spoke there. I actually recorded the whole thing. She was okay with people recording, so I recorded it. And like I said, she seems cool, but she seems definitely like she knows the ins and outs of the marketing and financial business that it takes to run Nintendo of America. Like I said, your employees, your marketing schedules, what are you paying for ads, like all that stuff is super important. So that's what she's going to be in charge of. I think she's going to really be taking care of that. I think Mr. Shibata is going to work with her in order to see what they're going to be doing when it comes to certain games and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting for sure. You know, it's going to be interesting for sure. Let's see here. Nintendo games get criticized for being games. Prime 4 also shouldn't be anywhere near other M79 score. I agree. Prime 4 shouldn't be. I think it should be more in the, I would probably say lower 80s in my opinion. You know, but you know, it is what it is. Let's learn today that if you update Skyrim on the cart, you either have 3 Skyrim copies. Okay, cool. Or not cool. I'm not sure if that's not good, right? So yeah. Let's see, that's dope. OJ worked for Nintendo before COVID. I worked for Nintendo before COVID. Oh, you did? Nice. Like, you worked in like one of the stores? She has a law degree and has been there since 2006. Yeah. So she's smart. She knows what she's doing. She's been there for a long time. You know, and like I said, Shibata's been at Nintendo for like 3-4 decades, right? That dude's been there for a hot minute. And he's the reason why Xenoblade is even, to be honest, Shibata's the reason why Xenoblade is even in English. If it wasn't for Shibata, Xenoblade would have never been localized. Shibata was like, all right, yeah, we'll localize it. We'll get it done. We'll do it. And then Nintendo of America was like, saw the response and was like, uh-oh, hold up. It's actually doing okay in Europe. So then they decided, okay, we'll do it too. Reggie did admit in his book, Reggie admitted that he missed on that one. That he missed that he doesn't get them all right. And he missed on Xenoblade. He missed on Monolith Soft. He was not a Monolith Soft fan. I can't find the interview, but he actually openly kind of mocked Monolith Soft's games. The quality of those games. Like Disaster Day of Crisis and stuff like that. And that's the reason why Monolith Soft games weren't localized. A lot of them were not localized with Reggie. You know, also Soma Bringer was not localized, which was like a 2D... like a kind of like a Diablo, like dungeon crawling, like anime RPG, dungeon crawling. Okay game, not bad. That was not localized. Disaster Day of Crisis was not localized. So Reggie was responsible directly for a couple of Monolith Soft games not being localized. But yeah, Shibata was like, all right, we got you on this one. When it comes down to that, so yeah. Yeah, he also made Xenoblade a GameStop exclusive. That's true. He also did that, which was terrible. Let's see. Could have been done. Switch 2. Let's see what they could have done with the Switch 2. If the price increases, they could have gave 2 game vouchers with the Switch 2. Let people use the eShop to get Switch 1 games, but that's ending. That's too confusing, though. I think that you should just, if you're gonna like, that's too, like, hey, here's a voucher. Then it's like they should just, here's the game. Like you just get this, right? Like, I understand what you're trying to say, but I definitely think that, like, you know, just having a game is better than just saying here's some vouchers. Like, I get that, and that'd be good, but it makes more sense just to say here's the game, you know, for simplicity's sake. Let's see here. Let's see here. What's up, J Views? Welcome. Shout outs, guys. Shout outs. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Let them know that we're streaming. We're out here. Let's see here. Prime 4 deserves that score, but other M's should be lower. You didn't play Prime 4, Felipe, so I'm not sure if you should. I'm not sure if you can comment on that. Let's see here. So we miss Reggie around here. I don't miss anybody that decides to move on. I don't know if I miss Reggie, but like, I don't really ride with like company execs. Like, as long as I get the games, I get the games. Like, if they're happy not being at the company anymore, they want to retire, that's fine too. I don't really care about all that, you know? Like, I just want to see the games. I just want to see the games, I'll be honest. You played it? Send me your save file. Send it to me. Send me your save file. I don't think you did. But if you did, I'll eat the L if you did. But go ahead and send me your save file. Tweet it to me or email me it. Just give me a snapshot. I think Other M is about a mid to high 70s game. That's what Other M is. Other M is about a mid to high 70s. That's just it's just okay. It's just all right. It's average to okay. It's about a mid 70s game. Metroid Prime 4 is about a low 80s game, in my opinion. I gave it a 9 though. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I think the gameplay is fantastic. So yeah. Let's see here. I mean, I miss Owada because he passed away. Like, I don't want people to die prematurely. I don't want people to die prematurely when it comes down to it. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. But I don't really like, in terms of like people moving on from a company, I don't really care. Like, I don't care about that. Like, if they want to move on, as long as they're happy, that's cool. Like, Doug Bowser moving on, fine. Reggie moving on, cool. Yeah, I can see why people miss him though. Like, yeah, Reggie was big personality. He was very fun and loving, you know what I'm saying? Like, he seemed cool. The Reginator, like, he had a lot of really, really, really cool, you know, moments. So yeah, like, that stuff is awesome. But at the end of the day, it's like, he's gonna move on, you know? It is what it is. So yeah. Yo, Justin with the 3 as well was good.
Prime 4 and Hyrule Warriors are scored the same or 1 point away from Madden and WWE. Dang, lol.
Yeah, that's why I said that's a load of malarkey on that one. Yeah, man, I feel you on that one, brother. I feel you on that one. Shout outs to Justin. Thank you for the 3, man. I appreciate that. Yo, we out here getting to 91 on the combo board. We are so close. 9 combos away from that platinum 96 extension. Let's go. Hey, happy Monday, Roger. Appreciate you, fam. So yeah. After a month of marinade, I think Prime 4 is still be the weakest numbered game in the Prime series, but it leaves me very optimistic for the future. Yeah, I mean, like, I disagree. But yeah, I feel why people feel that way too. Like, I can understand why people feel that way when it comes down to it. I think Metroid Prime 2 would be that for me, at least. When it comes to the numbered games, I think the gameplay in Prime 4 definitely shines like really high. I get some of the story and the structure, but the stories in the games aren't really much anyway in all the Prime games. None of them are really that incredible. It's more lore based and scans and stuff like that. But I think the gameplay is just, in terms of like the performance of the game, the graphics of the game, the look of the game, the music of the game, there's so many things in my opinion that are above some of the previous Metroid games, especially in the control front and the shooting front. I think Metroid Prime 4 controls blow it away. So yeah, in my opinion, but I get that. I think people are bashing Prime 4 because of the time it take to make. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. I mean, if it took a long time to make, but like, you know, if it didn't have some like the green crystals, like I understand that. Like I understand like the green, you know, people scoring it down for that. I just don't think it should be near Metroid Other M. That's the only thing. That's the situation that I have a problem. I don't think it should be the same score as Metroid Other M. I don't think that. And I think that if Metroid Other M came out again today, maybe the scores would be lower, maybe not. But maybe all the other Metroid Prime games would be lower too, right? We saw Metroid Prime Remastered, that came out, that was lower than the original release too. So maybe all the games would be lower than what they originally scored. So you also have to factor that in, because Metroid Prime Remastered did come out and it didn't get another 97. It got a 94. You know, so if Metroid Prime 3 comes out again, would it score 90 again? Probably not. Metroid Prime 2, would it score a 90? What was that, 92, 93 for that game? Yeah, probably not. Probably not for those two games, you know? But you never know. Let's see here. If that, oh yeah, of course. If Metroid Prime, okay, I do agree with that though. I think that if Metroid Prime 4 came out in the Switch 1 era in a timely fashion, I do agree that it'd probably be like an 80. I think it'd be like an 85 or higher. Yeah. Yeah, I do think, I don't know if it's an automatic 90, 88 to 90, but I do think that it would be higher than what it is now. Yeah, I do think that there is some truth to what you're saying, Sis. Yes. I think that's true. So yeah. 94 is still amazing. You're right about that, but it's still lower than what it got beforehand. So yeah. I like Metroid Other M, thought it was 2.5D cool. The flickering of the remote changed perspective. People get too mad about that one scene. Yeah, I feel you. I just think that, in my opinion, if a game offers more control schemes, that's better than if it doesn't. Metroid Other M, it gets knocked in my opinion because it only offers one control scheme, and if you don't like that control scheme, you're screwed. With Metroid Prime 4, you get offered a multitude of control schemes. You can have dual analog. You can have split Joy-Con. You can have fusion, where you're doing pointer plus the mouse mode. You can have only mouse mode. You can have regular just control. Like you can have it any way that you want. So to me, that creates a better playing game off the top. A better playing game. You know, so I don't think it should really be close to Metroid Other M, in my opinion. Well, that's just me. I just wanted Prime 1 with no other characters, which is boring to me. I like the franchise to change and evolve. I think that's what some people wanted. Yeah, I mean, that's what some people wanted. And like I said, that's okay. Like, it is what it is, right? It reviewed what it reviewed. It is what it is. That's it, you know? That's it. Let's see here. Switch 2 need big Mario and Zelda games, or PS5 will crush this year. Or PS5 will crush this year. Big Mario and Zelda games. There's probably going to be no big Zelda game. Tears of the Kingdom just came out, so I don't know how they're going to be able to make a brand new big Zelda game in 2 years or 3 years. That's impossible. So you're not going to get a big new Zelda game already, so that's not happening. Big Mario game is definitely coming, but I think you're underestimating how big Pokemon is. I think you're underestimating some of the other franchises that they have when it comes to potentially having maybe like a Luigi's Mansion or something else that does really well. So I don't think PS5 is going to crush Switch 2 this year. I think Switch 2 is going to be just fine. I don't think they need Mario and Zelda, otherwise it's over. I don't think so. That's what people said about Switch 1. Even though Switch 1 already got Mario and Zelda in the first year, people were saying, well, they don't have Mario and Zelda anymore, so how can they do well? Well, then Smash Brothers came out. You know what I'm saying? Then Smash came out, and it did just fine. And then 2019, that didn't have a new Mario or Zelda either. And it did just fine in 2019 as well. So that's the casual perspective of the thing, not somebody that actually analyzes all of Nintendo's years and what games actually do well compared to other games and everything. So no, probably not. But like I said, I've heard that before. You know, and that's going to be the sentiment with a lot of people out there. I do think that Nintendo does need some S-tier games, absolutely. But that can come from a variety of different factors. That can come from Smash Brothers, that can come from Animal Crossing, that can come from Splatoon, that can come from a lot of different games that have been known system sellers before. But we'll see. We will see what happens. But yeah, I doubt it. I don't think PS5 is going to crush Switch 2 regardless. I don't think so. But if it does, then it does. You know, I mean, okay. Oh well, then it does. Let's see here. I'm not saying Prime 1 is boring, just to clear that up. Yeah, I don't think you said Prime 1. You said people just wanted to just have nothing else. Let's see here. With Zelda, what Zelda should do is re-release Twilight Princess. People have been saying that for like a decade now, so hopefully they finally get that done. People have been saying that for like since the Switch 1 first was revealed. Oh, Twilight Princess is coming. It's like still don't have it, so we'll see what happens. Let's see here. Hey OJ, hope you're good. Just saw the drop on the price video. Did you get many PC fanboys throwing their toys at the ramp? No, they were just click. No banana people and all that have reacted to it yet, but I'm encouraging them to do it. Go ahead. If they're clipping or they're watching, feel free to react to me and get me more, because I made a lot of good points in that video. So feel free to label me as a heretic and react. I'm waiting, even though, like I said, I don't watch the video, so I don't care. But I know because I'll have an increase in dislikes on certain videos, because I know some people probably reacted to it. So feel free to give me free publicity. I'm more than happy. I just noticed that, like I said, we're getting a lot of new subs, a lot of new people watching the vids. So feel free to keep reacting for those. I don't watch any of their trash, so it doesn't matter to me. Once again, I don't care. So yeah, so I haven't gotten anybody yet, but that's usually if I get a lot of hate, it's because somebody reacts to it, like some like crazy PC person does, like I said, dresses up in like a sissy and banana suits and things, like weirdos and weird clown circuses and clowns and clown shows and AI slop channels and stuff like that. A bunch of clowns, you know, usually some type of bozo that reacts to something. So like I said, I don't really care. Yeah, if they do, go ahead, react to it, enjoy, clip away, have fun, have at it. Like I said, make me more popular. In the meantime, I'm all good. It all helps me at the end of the day. I've stopped caring for a long time now. So so feel free to give my video more views. Feel free to give my video more publicity. I don't care about the dislikes. You can dislike it. I don't care. Your mother stinks. So yeah. Anyway. Oh man, shoutouts. Let's see. Hope you're good. Just saw the drop. But yeah, I don't care if they can do whatever, say whatever they want. It's too soon to make those claims for PS2 and better. We haven't seen Nintendo's first direct yet. I feel like they have a lot of loaded chamber and gonna make things incredible. Yeah, I mean they said that as well. Like, you know, they said that in Furukawa said that. He said, you know. Nintendo aims to make you know, they aim to actually do, like, they have games that are in these franchises that people are looking forward to, plus they have new games. So he said, like, both, you know, he's looking at doing that, you know? So shout outs. Let's see. You do have some crazy haters. I know I do. I would call them more like fans. I think they're more like, I mean, like, if you have to sit through somebody that you hate in order to make some pennies on YouTube, I really, really laugh at that existence. That is a pitiful existence, because like, I'm not even super popular. If I was going to be reacting and hating on someone, it wouldn't be with someone with 120,000 subscribers. It would be someone with a lot of subscribers, like Mr. Beast or like Speed. If I was going to be an idiot and react to things, okay, it would be to something that would actually be important, like bigger and do better, not to a middle of the road to lower tier YouTube content creator when it comes to sub count. At least I wouldn't waste my time doing that. But then again, I'm not stupid. A lot of these people are actually dumb and illiterate. So I mean, and so, you know, I don't blame them. A lot of them are actually stupid, like legitimately stupid. So, you know, feel free, react, have at it, you know. Have at it. But if it was me, I would react to people that are much, much bigger, because that's going to get you more of a reaction. That's going to get you more money. That's going to get you more, you know, this. But once again, people are really stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are really dumb, and that's stuff that dumb people do. Dumb people do make dumb decisions. And yeah, that'd be a dumb decision, like to react to someone like me. I think you should probably react to someone that's bigger, that, you know, that has more audience. That'd probably be better for you. But like I said, some people are just stupid, man. So yeah. So it's all good. Justin with the 3. Thank you, shout out to Justin. Appreciate that.
There's a big sale on the eShop today. A lot of first-party games are on sale too.
There is a big sale on the eShop, the supercharged sale. Good stuff when it comes down to that, you know. Oh, I'm not dumbing myself down. I'm just saying overall, if you're looking at, I mean, yes, Am I in the top percentage of gaming YouTubers? Yes. Okay. So let's get some facts in, okay? Am I in the top percentage of gaming YouTubers? Yes, I am. My channel is in like the 1 percentile range or 5 percentile. There's very few content or YouTube channels or even gaming content creators that have 100,000 subscribers plus. So am I in a unique unique bracket of content creators? Yes, I am. However, I'm not like a universal type name or anything like that. I'm not that. There's nothing that I do or say that on here that's really going to get any type of real traction, because one, I know what I'm talking about. That's the first thing. All you can do is play Fanboy Wars or, oh, he's a fanboy. You can just call it, like, it's just stupid stuff. It's nothing that I do that's like so controversial they'll get people's blood boiling. I don't do politics. I don't do race. I don't do religion. I don't do any of that stuff, right? I don't talk about any of those things. Those are the things that gets people's blood boiling, that gets people really upset and angry, that causes illicit emotions. And I don't do like relationship, like pop the balloon stuff. I don't do all that. I don't do murder mysteries. I don't do any of those things. I don't do crazy stuff like that. So reacting to me, it's like react to some black nerd that talks about Nintendo. Like, that's just, it's just like, that talks about RPGs, Nintendo, and anime sometimes, and yells out hand signs and anime stuff. Like, that's not, like I said, I'm looking at it from the outside looking in. If it was me, right? If it was me and my personality is, I'm going to wake up being upset and criticize everything every day about people that create content on YouTube, that's fine. That's an okay mindset to have if you want to do that. Many people do that. I personally just wouldn't do that with the amount of views that I get in the channel, my channel. I personally wouldn't do it. I think that's a waste of time, because once again, there's not enough there. Not enough people know, about me and all that. So, and I don't say enough controversial things. You have to be in the know to even be worried about what I say. Like, talking about Nintendo Switch 2, it's like, nobody cares. Like, the general as I've been branching out into sports, and I see how much people care about sports, and I see how much views that gets and everything like that, and how emotional that can get. That stuff's different, because those are real life people, and those are different things, right? That's a little bit different than people just talking about video games and corporations, right? We're talking about people like sports getting injured. So there's more emotion there, and people will react more strongly to negativity or to other things. As I've been looking, because I'm thinking about doing sports myself, but I'm trying to see what type of content creator that I be with sports. Am I going to be more of like a debate, Skip Bayless type of thing? Am I going to be more of an analytical? So I'm still thinking about what I'm going to do with my sports channel. I'm still, maybe next year I'll start that up. But I'm thinking, should I react to, to different takes from other sportscasters? Like, okay, first things first, should I react to, Barstool? Should I react to that crazy stuff that they say if I disagree? So if I did react to people, I wouldn't be reacting to Joe Schmo on YouTube who has 100, like, let's just say I decided to be a sports reactor. I'm sure as hell not gonna waste my time reacting to some, I don't know, Eagles fan that has 100K subscribers. Like, why the hell would I do that? Like Chase Senior, right? Like, he covers Niners, he covers 49ers, or he covers Eagles. He's an Eagles fan, born and raised as an Eagles fan, but he also covers the 49ers, and a lot of 49ers fans give him grief. I'm not gonna waste my time reacting to Chase Senior and what he has to say. I'm gonna go after the big dogs. I'm gonna react to the first things first. I'm gonna react to what's his called, Nick Wright. He's huge. He's got, they're on Fox Sports. I'm gonna react to him because their channel they have 1 million plus subscribers. They get hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views. People watch them on TV. People hear them on radio. They're on podcasts. They're everywhere. I'm gonna react to that. I'm gonna react to ESPN. I'm gonna react to Stephen A. Smith. I'm not gonna react to, local sports reporters on YouTube. Like, that just seems like a waste of time. That just seems like an idiotic thing to do that somebody dumb would do. I'm not gonna do that because that's such a waste of time. So that's just me personally. I'm not trying to dumb down myself. I'm just personally saying that I'm personally me. If it was up to me, I wouldn't waste my time with that. Like, because once again, you have to be in the know, and there's only a certain amount of people that know about me or that watch. Whereas Stephen A. Smith, millions watch him. You know, Nick Wright, millions watch that show. ESPN, you know, whatever, right? The Barstool, millions watch them. You know, like that's what I would do. But that's just me. Let's see here. Have Nintendo ever acknowledged you, OJ, or invited you to one of their events? Mad if they haven't? Yeah, I've said multiple times. They've given me review codes. They've invited me to events. They invited me to the Nintendo Switch 2 launch in San Francisco. 49ers didn't look very good yesterday, but my Eagles looked terrible. 49ers definitely looked good. I mean, I don't think you understand ball if you don't think the 49ers looked good yesterday. Now, Brock Purdy didn't look great at times, but at times he looked awesome. At times he didn't look so great. 49ers defense played really good gap control, did a good job of blocking Saquon. So, I mean, I'm not going to say that they looked, you know, incredible, but they looked good at many times. There's many good times at there was some good reps in there when it comes to the 49ers and how they played that game and what they did. So I'm going to have to disagree, but I see what you're trying to say though. TJ, I see what you're trying to say. Let's see here. Eagles fans may have the worst fan base in all sports. Nick Wright shaking my head. He's been on the Seahawks hater train, and now it's about to run him the F over. I mean, but he's been on the Niners hater train too, so it's like the hater bowl this week for him, so it doesn't really matter, right? Let's see here. People who make politics their whole personality is a miserable way to live. Now, I'm not going to comment on politics, but I do think that politics are significantly more important. So if people want to go down that avenue, feel free, go down that avenue, because there are a lot of things that are important with that, however you feel on both sides or at either side or centrist side or whatever the case is. So I'm never gonna hate on someone if they want to go down that lane, because somebody has to do that, right? People have to do that. People have to get into it. Now, is that the life for me? Absolutely not. But for other people, it is. Just like people that are into that probably thinking, why are they into video games like that? Just play a video game and have fun, right? So it's definitely a certain mindset to get into that, but I'm not of that mindset. So I'll piece on that one. But for those that are, I wish you the best. Good luck. Have at it, you know? So yeah. Hey, what's up, party man? Welcome to the stream. There's enough stupid stuff to be mad about in the real world. I don't need to watch YouTubers getting mad because another YouTuber said something they didn't like about a video game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but like I said, it's all good, man. Like, I don't mind. You know, people want to get angry or people want to get mad or people want to react. The whole channel's there. Go ahead, react, enjoy, have at it. I wish you the best of luck. Really, for real, all the peeps. I wish y'all the best of luck. I hope you guys blow up. I hope you guys get more subs than me. I hope you guys blow up and it does really well, honestly. And I'm not saying that like petty wise or facetiously or anything. Like, I legit hope that all those people that like to react and clip and talk about Nintendo content creators and get all crazy, like, I hope y'all blow up, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you guys do really good, like, legit. You know, me personally, I'm having fun, bro. Like, this life, I think that it's long and it's short at the same time. So for me, I'm gonna chill with the homies. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun debates with the homies. I'm gonna have fun talking about stuff that I like. I'm not gonna waste my time talking about people that I despise or that I think that are scum. It ain't that important. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't politics. It ain't, you know, wars. It ain't, you know, food or shelter or, you know, things that people really, really, truly, like, you gotta live with, right? Like water, food, shelter, you know, stuff like that. Like, it's video games. They're important. They're cool. But I'm not gonna waste my time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, we got a finite amount of time on this earth, and you never know when it's going to be done. Like I said, I think maybe, like I said, if we live for like 1,000 years, like a Sari or a Krogan, and if we were more resilient and could like survive things better, like let's say there's like a car crash or something, and like you can easily survive that if it's bad, or like you have like powers or something, then I'd probably feel very different, and this world would be very different. But like, that's not the case. Like, we're brittle, we're squishy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, mentally things can deteriorate. You know, there's a lot of issues with being alive. There's a lot of good things, but there's a lot of bad things. So it's like, anything that you can do to like reduce the amount of stupidity or reduce the amount of stress or reduce the amount of anguish that's your mind, because you're gonna go through a lot in this life. Everybody's gonna go through a lot, and then it ends, right? Everybody goes through so many things. So like, adding to your, like, when I was growing up, my favorite hobby obviously was video games, sports and video games. Like, the last thing that I want to do is ruin my favorite thing, like being upset. Like, that's the last thing that I want to do. I don't want to ruin my sports being upset. I don't watch schizo YouTubers on sports, the ones that just get insanely negative about every single thing. Like, I don't watch them. I don't watch schizo YouTubers either. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's just me, man. That's just me. I don't know. It's just not worth the mental pain. Like I said, I've tried it before. I went down that route, and it was the worst I've ever felt mentally. Like, I legitimately had end life thoughts. I just, not like I was going to, but like there was other things that were happening, but like thoughts about, like, well, what if I wasn't around, like right now, like early, you know, like, who would care? Would that many people care outside of my mom, my brother, like, nobody would really care. I'm not that important, right? So it's like I don't ever want to get to that headspace again. Like, that's the last, like, I don't ever want to get there again. So for me, I'm not gonna waste my time, like I said, watching a bunch of bumps, watching a bunch of stragglers and frauds on YouTube. That just seems miserable. It just seems miserable, bro. Let's see here. So yeah, man. Shout outs to the Bills. Bills were pretty good this past weekend too. It's perfectly fine to be into a lot of things when people take it to the extreme level. Yeah, exactly. You're above all the noise, OJ. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've completely checked out, bro. Like I said, it used to annoy me, but don't really, like, in the past, but not anymore, really, bro. Shout outs to my man Justin, though. Multiple 333s, 94 on the combo. We are close to going further than beyond. 6 more combos. Appreciate that, guys. Let's go. You grew up in Seattle and Buffalo, so I root for both. Go Hawks, go Bills. Hey, there you go. You got one NFC and one AFC representative. I would really like, though, if the Seahawks could go back to the AFC. I think the Seahawks should go back to the AFC, and maybe they take, like, the Raiders. I would love for the Raiders to go to the NFC and be in the NFC West. Please, 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 Raiders, come to the NFC West. Seahawks, go back to the AFC. Just please go back. Get the Seahawks out of the NFC West, please. Take them and put them in the AFC. Go ahead and bring the Raiders back to the... I mean, just bring the Raiders. They're just in Las Vegas. They're closer. Seattle, that's further up, bro. We need the I think I propose a division move. The Seahawks go to the AFC West, and the Raiders come to the NFC West. I think they should do that. I personally feel that should be a move that would benefit everyone involved. In my opinion. In my humble opinion. You know? 49ers in trouble. It's not that they're in trouble, but the Seahawks are good this year, and the Seahawks are usually good. I would just rather have the Raiders there instead of the Seahawks. The Seahawks weren't always in the AFC. Seahawks are in the NFC. Seahawks used to be in the AFC back in the day. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Yes. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for, an easier division. Okay, Mr. Buffalo Bills fan. Outside of just recently, obviously with the Buffalo Bills have been dominating that division. It's been pretty cupcake with the Jets. You guys got the Jets in there or something? Oh man. Yes, I would like to see. I mean, we already got our hands full with the Rams every single year. The Rams are a perennial Super Bowl contender. They've won it a few times in the last decade or so, right? Recently, they won it in the 99 2000. They won it again in 2021. They went to it again a few times in between that, right? So yeah, we already got to do it. One, pretty solid Super Bowl contender, Now we need another one, like 2 Super Bowl contenders every single year, 4 games against Super Bowl every single year. That's a bit too much, man. That's a bit too much. I think they should take them and put them over there. They should change. They should change. I think so. In my opinion. Seahawks just have AFC energy. Yeah, Mike McDonald, Baltimore Ravens. Go ahead and just put him over there. Put him over there in the AFC West, man. And go ahead and bring on the Raiders over here. I think that would be the logical move. I just hope the Falcons don't flop the new coach situation of the fact that Matt Ryan is the president of football for the Falcons. I feel the team is so close. The team is close. Actually, a couple different things that goes your way, and you guys are the division champs, and you guys are playing the Rams on the first, and maybe even beat the Rams again. A 1 or 2 plays, and you guys are NFC South champs. So you guys aren't far off. The Falcons are actually a good. There's just, and if Penix doesn't get hurt, it might be a different thing. But yeah, you guys are like 1 or 2 plays from actually being the NFC champs. So I wouldn't really worry NFC South champs. Sorry, I wouldn't really worry too much about that team. They're pretty good. You got Bijan, you got Algier, you got Drake London, you got Pitts, you got 2 quarterbacks on the roster that can play. You got some pretty good. You got a good defensive end. You got an okay defense at times. So you guys are fine. It was just a couple plays that just ruined things, and you're good. You guys had some leads on teams too. You guys had some big leads, and you guys blew those big leads. So you guys probably should have got 10 wins this year. Falcons probably should have been 10-7 and won the NFC South by a few games, to be honest, or 2 games or so. So yeah, it's just bad bounces. The same thing. I'm not gonna say it's the same thing with the Niners last year, but the Niners just had things that didn't bounce their way correctly in like a few different games, like 1-score games, like a couple just bad plays, and they ended up going like 6-11 or whatever, right? 6 and like a bad record. But the difference this year was like, oh well, instead of just having those 1 or 2 things that didn't go their way, well, those 1 or 2 things went their way this year, and that's kind of how it is. Same thing with the Chiefs. The Chiefs last year, 1-score games, they were 15-1 or something like that. This year, not so much. A couple different things didn't bounce their way. That can be the difference between winning the division, going to the Super Bowl, or not, or being out of the playoffs. It's razor thin, the margins here, considering that they only play 17 games in the year. So yeah. I don't know if the Rams are in trouble, man. The Rams, their offense is just so good. They can get them out of anything, So I don't know if they're in trouble against the Bears. I mean, Caleb Williams is good, but he's inaccurate, and if you're down at home by 18 points, I mean, good comeback, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think you can sit there and let that happen against the Rams. They might just steamroll you. So yeah, I don't know if the Rams are in trouble. I think the NFC West teams are obviously good. Look, we're in the final 4 of the playoffs, right? The final 4 of the playoffs in the NFC, and it's 3 NFC West teams. It's the Niners, it's the Seahawks, and it's the Rams. Literally, it's 3 NFC teams, 75% of the NFC. Like, they've got to do something. They've got to take one of those teams and put them in the AFC. And it's not the Niners, and it's not the Rams. It's the Seahawks. Take them and put them in the AFC. That is the move. And take the Raiders, who are geologically closer to the Niners and to the Rams in Los Angeles. With them being in Vegas now, they are geographically closer. I think that is a better move for everyone involved. For the Seahawks, okay, Seahawks fans, would you rather play the Rams and 49ers every year or play you gotta play the Chiefs and you gotta play the Chiefs and Broncos? I don't know. It's like, pick your poison. That one's like, here's like poison, and here's like, it's like the type of poison. It's like, oh, here's some poison daggers straight there, or here's some like poison serum that you drink. It's like, it's both pretty bad. So yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Chiefs would probably be worse being in that division because Chiefs are Patrick Mahomes. I think he's obviously the gold standard at quarterback. So I think I'd probably rather be in the NFC West. I think I'd rather be in the NFC West than because like having to face Mahomes every single year, that doesn't seem like fun at all. And now the Broncos are good too. So before, it kind of used to be like a little bit of a cakewalk in there, with just the Chargers kind of being okay. But now the Broncos are good, the Chargers are good, so it's like, yeah. That's the thing with Seattle though. No matter what division they're in, they are in an island and far away from other teams. That's true. That's true because they're in the upper corner. there's no teams that are like Idaho and all that, like North Dakota stuff. Like, there's no teams that are like parallel to them. So like they're always like flying down or like flying across, you know. So that is true. But I mean, you know, whatever. I know, but you know, whatever. That's not my problem. Let's see here. That's the thing with Rams versus Bears. If the Bears play some D, Rams are definitely in trouble. Yeah, that's the problem though. Are the Bears playing it? The Bears are not playing good defense. Now they clamped up a bit, you know, in the game against the Packers, but Jordan Love ripped them to shreds, and Matthew Stafford's a lot better than Jordan Love. Well, Matthew Stafford's better than Jordan Love. I mean, I don't know how much better. He's probably a good amount better. Yeah, he's more experienced and better. So that's the thing that I would say, man. But I mean, we gotta watch about Matthew Stafford's hand. He had a little bit of a hand injury, but I think he should be good to go. They're gonna shoot that baby up, and they're just gonna let him play. So he's gonna let it fly. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out. You know. All I know is bet the over in the Rams versus Bears. Yeah. Super Bowl prediction: Bills versus Seahawks. Okay, interesting prediction. Could happen for sure. I'd rather keep it as is, though. I love the competition between the three. Arizona just stays down, unfortunately. Yeah, I know, seriously. If anything, Milo, it'd be like, yo, we'll trade the Arizona Cardinals for the Raiders. It's like you just go from Dookie to Dookie. But to be honest, though, there's been the Cardinals have been good in some years. I mean, they've been bad the last couple of years, but Kyler's first few years, they were playoffs. Kyler was a Pro Bowler. Like, they won 10, 11 games. Like, they've been good too. So it's not even like it's a complete cakewalk, because dealing with Kyler Murray and him scrambling around running, that's difficult. Like, it's not easy to deal with him. Okay, the Niners have lost him a few times, you know, so it's not easy to deal with that guy. Yo, is it Vangal? Yo, thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. Welcome to the village, brother. The trick play for a touchdown to McCaffrey was a beautiful call. Yeah, it was very good. Very difficult catch, too. I knew McCaffrey would show up because he had that crucial drop against the Seahawks, and I knew that he'd make some incredible catches, and he wasn't gonna play bad and drop balls in the goal line or in the end zone again. McCaffrey never does that back to back, so I knew that was gonna light a fire underneath him, you know, to play well. And McCaffrey played very well. I love the way that he played as a receiver. That guy can probably play receiver in this league. He can probably extend his career till he's 40 playing receiver, man. Like, if he can't do running back anymore, which we have to have some talks about McCaffrey at running back next year. I think the Niners need to seriously think about drafting a all-purpose, like, bruiser running back, you know, that could, like, a bigger bruiser that can run between the tackles. I think they have to think about that and just, like, spell him. Like, they're doing, like, Brian Robinson. Like, they have to think about it. And McCaffrey is so good as a receiver, but his dad was an incredible receiver, so that makes sense. It makes sense that, you know, that CMC is just as good as his dad, maybe even better than his dad at receiver, and he plays running back. But the Niners need to think about that. They need to think about it. Not that they need to, like, 100%, but they need to think about it. They've got Garendo. I wish they played Garendo more. He is a house call. He's a 4-3 guy. He can take it to the house. I wish they played him, but they don't play him. So yeah. Yo, what's up, Penta Golfer? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. So yeah. But if you guys have video game stuff that you want to talk about, feel free. The NFL podcast going on here. Feel free if you have video game stuff that you want to talk about, man. So yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. Welcome everybody watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. I also want to talk a little bit about what's happening with the Nintendo Switch 2. There is a sale going on too, guys. So if you're looking to get some digital games, definitely check out some digital games that are on sale. Supercharged sale. What's happening here? We've got stuff like Persona 5 Royal for $18. We've got Yakuza Kiwami 2 bundle for $37. We got Tony Hawk 1 through 4 bundle, which is $41. So a good collection of different games. What else do we have here? Supercharged sale. You got Madden. Madden's gonna be like $5 after the season ends, though, so I'd wait on that one if you want Madden. Skyrim 5, but it's not. I don't know if it's the new edition. Is it the Switch 2 edition, or maybe you get a? Yeah, it's not the one that you get the free upgrade. So I don't know about that one. Tony Hawk, yeah. If you got Tony Hawk 3 and 4 for the Switch 2 is $27, but Tony Hawk, oh, you can get Tony Hawk 1 through 4 for $41. Wow, that's like $10 per game. Yeah, that's definitely worth it. Yeah, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 through 4 for $41. That's really good. You got Mario plus Rabbids. You got Split Fiction for $37. There's just a couple deals. You got Persona 3 Reload the Deluxe Edition for $59. Probably wait on that one too. Yakuza. There's a lot of different games. Professor Layton, Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Fighters. Kinetsugami, that game on Switch 2. That one is $29. Doom Eternal for $10. Spiral Reignited Trilogy. Ooh, that's interesting. But there's no Switch 2 edition of that game. That one's $13. That's $14 for that game. That's not bad. Ride Owl Remastered, $34. Probably wait for that one too. No More Heroes 3 for $25. So yeah, got some stuff here and there. Oh, Castlevania Diminished Collection bundle for $31.89. So yeah, that's also good too. That's also good too. All right, good stuff. Yeah, supercharged sale. That's what they're calling it. Supercharged sale. Boost your gaming collection. A lot of bundles and deals and packages, and all that good stuff. So yeah, Persona. That's a good one on Persona for sure. How far are you in Trails in the Sky? I don't know how far I am in Trails in the Sky, so I can't tell you how far I am. I've been playing Dragon Quest. Skyward Sword and Tropical Freeze on sale too. Okay, yeah, those are good ones as well. Nice Mario Tennis Fever vid yesterday. Also good vid today. Yeah, shout outs. I thought, Party Man, that one was literally just for you. I made that Mario, like I woke up and I didn't know if I was gonna have a video, but I'm like, you know what, Party Man, definitely, he's not watching the NFL today, or he doesn't care about that. So let me get him something to watch. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get you guys this. There's also a rumor that Sonic Racing Crossworld Switch 2 Physical Edition will be scheduled for March 26th. So if you're looking forward to Sonic Racing Crossworlds, that should be coming sometime soon. All right, if you guys have questions, feel free to tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence by itself. More than happy to answer all of your awesome, lovely, beautiful, elite ninja questions. Yo, shout outs, guys. Appreciate that. All right, we got the English trailer too for Fire Emblem. That's what people were asking. Why isn't there an English trailer? I was like, they probably just didn't get it in time. They'll get it done. Just relax. There's an English trailer now. It's 2 minutes long. We can watch the English trailer, so we can. But people are like, "Where's the English trailer? They should have had it." It was like nighttime. It was already the weekend. Not even people there to do it yet. Oh man! All right. Let's check it out. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I don't have any notifications going up here. You can tell that blur filter is kind of on there, man. That GameCube blur filter. Yo. Oh, this trailer's better. I think this trailer's better. Did they have that with the Japanese one?
Returning after over 20 years, the Fire Emblem Path of Radiance game invites you to the land of Tellius. It is here we find our hero Ike and the Grail mercenaries, who have recently agreed to protect a mysterious stranger. Unfortunately, fulfilling this simple request attracts the attention of the Mad King Ashnard. Fleeing from his army, they encounter an imposing knight, clad in black armor. Silently stalking the lands, he hunts for a forgotten relic, which is said to contain a dark god.
What?
The mercenaries' only hope are the half-human Lagoos, a wild and powerful race who are able to transform into mighty beasts at will.
Soren
Ike fights for his friends, but in a world where death is only one misstep away,
Wait.
Will it be enough?
Hold up, they said it. I was talking.
But in a world where death is only one misstep away,
Wait, hold
meet
up.
mighty beasts at will. Ike fights for his friends, but
I fight for my friends. Oh, they snuck that one in there. I love it. Ike fights for his friends, baby. Yes.
in a world where death is only one misstep away, will it be enough? Releasing for the first time since 2005, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance finally returns to tell Ike's story once more. And that's not all. With an active Nintendo Switch Online membership, the music from the Fire Emblem Path of Radiance game is now ready to enlist for your personal playlists,
Nice.
as the soundtrack will be available on the Nintendo Music app at the same time as the game's release.
Heyo.
Prepare yourself, as Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is now available.
They put some extra sauce on this trailer. Oh my god, this blows the Japanese one to smithereens. And I'm not just saying that because I don't understand the Japanese language. Like, it's legitimately way better. It's way more hype. The beginning's better. It's not the same trailer, right? Unless I'm tripping. Am I tripping here?
The world of Tellius awaits. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, now available on the Nintendo Switch 2 system, with a Nintendo Switch Online, plus expansion pack membership.
Yeah, the expansion pack is getting better and better. Once seen as the biggest ripoff in subscription services, is now seen a lot better. Let me see if they... Okay, yeah, so here's the... I think here's the... Wait, no. Official trailer? Okay, yeah, that's the official trailer. Okay. So I don't know if they didn't have the Japanese one already. So I don't know. The Japanese trailer definitely didn't seem like it was as good as this one. Let me see if I can find that Japanese trailer for it. Yeah, it's not the same trailer. Yeah, Japanese Path of Radiance NSO trailer. All right, so let's see if we can see it here. Yeah, I don't know. I can't. It's not pop. Okay, here we go. Yes, it's popping up. Here we go. Here's the Japanese one. We can watch the Japanese one real quick. So here's the Japanese trailer. Got that corny update that music that they do. It just goes straight to the title screen. Yeah, this is nowhere near as good. They didn't even try. There's no voiceover. They didn't even try, bro. They didn't do anything. Garbage. Bro. Yeah, they didn't do any. Yeah, that's why it probably took them a little bit longer to get the voiceover, get everything done. Good idea, though. I think it was a good idea for them just not to just drop it like that. Actually do like a nice little explanation and things like that. So no, that was good. That was good that they did it, that they actually took their time and did a little bit more. So yeah, it's like that was like one of the things that people were saying. Why didn't Nintendo? They should have had a trailer up already. Why? That's what I saw people on Twitter and on YouTube. It's like, guys, goodness gracious, relax. They'll release it when it's ready. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Yeah, JP was like, here, damn, yeah, don't ask for anything from me ever again. That's what they were saying too. Don't ask me for anything. Walk to the grocery outlet, buy some ice cream while watching the stream. Hey, nice, sounds good, man. I'm usually at work, so I can't jump in the live chat, but I always hear the stream vids in the background. Work, keep up the amazing vid stream. Easy 10 out of 10 every time. Hey, appreciate that. Shout out to Potter. Appreciate you, fam. But see my comments, OJ. I see your comments, man. What's good, brother? Welcome. You didn't miss anything, man. We just chilling, talking about games. Yeah, definitely not the same trailer. Definitely not the same trailer. This one was way better. It's way better, way better. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. My alarm went off. All right, let's keep it going though with the questions. If you guys have questions, comments, whatever you want to talk about, feel free to tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence by itself. More than happy to answer those questions. Appreciate that, guys. Let's go. We gotta have the music too. People are I think Sizz was talking about these Lego sets. What up, Muck bro? I fight for my friends. Plants the sword in the ground. Oh my gosh. I used to use Ike so much in Smash Brothers. Like Smash Brawl, when they announced Ike, I was like, yeah, Ike. That was when they had Ike super buff for some reason. They decided to, Ike took hella protein for some reason. Ike's always been big. He's like a big dude, but he was not as big. But then for some reason, they just made him crazy buff in in Smash Brawl, or was it Ultimate, or was it Smash 4? I forgot which Smash they made him like crazy buff out of nowhere. Let's see here. People on X were actually saying because they
on X were actually saying because they didn't put trailer out was because Nintendo of America hates Fire Emblem.
Which is like the furthest thing from the truth. Like Nintendo of America, like Fire Emblem is like, oh my god, they love Fire Emblem. As somebody who, you know, creates Fire Emblem content, like Nintendo is like in love with Fire Emblem. They do so much Fire Emblem stuff, you know? So yeah. They invited me to actually go play the game with the Nintendo Treehouse. Like that's how much they love Fire Emblem. Like they actually did stuff like that. So Fire Emblem Three Houses and like Engage, like even having that game and the marketing campaign they did for that game was fun, you know? So yeah. Smash 4 was buff. Yeah, Smash 4 was buff Ike. And then I think he's not as buff anymore in Ultimate, right? Did they go back? I don't remember. But yeah, Smash 4 for some reason he was insanely buff. Smash Bros for Wii U Ike. Yeah, he was like crazy buff in that game. Oh yeah, he was like super buff. But then in Ultimate, yeah, he's back to being thin. So like Smash 4, he was buff. He was way bigger. But then in Smash Ultimate, he went back to being thinner. Oh my god, that was funny. That's so funny. So he just like stopped taking all the protein, maybe. Got off the juice. Smash 4 Radiant Dawn Ike is buff and Ultimate both Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. Like they got, dude. I don't, like I said, his lifting plan. Radiant Dawn Ike, his lifting plan. Yeah, Ultimate has both. Okay, that's the reasons why I was mixed or confused. He's both. There's both. I think I use the skinny Ike though. I don't use the buff Ike. I use the skinny Ike. So yeah, the mega mushroom wore off. Yeah. Lollipop Chainsaw, Mr. Davis. I think Lollipop Chainsaw is a game that you would play. That seems like a Mr. Davis game. If I could ever think of a Mr. Davis game, I would definitely say that Lollipop Chainsaw is a Mr. Davis game. You know, that is a Mr. Davis game. You know. Press been out of stream for a long. Hey, what's up, Jay Loomis? Why YouTube Discord not pinged on my phone like usual? Not sure why. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work like that, Jay Loomis. Just try to. I don't know if you watch the videos daily, but yeah, if you don't watch the stuff daily, sometimes it doesn't get to the phone. But even if you do watch the stuff daily, sometimes it still doesn't. So it's just YouTube. Whenever YouTube decides to be work, it works. Whenever it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know, so that's just kind of how, you know, that's just kind of how it is. With a lot of stuff, so just kind of works like that sometimes, man. So yeah. Nobody's playing Bunny Garden, DJ King, but you in your room by yourself alone with the lights out. Nobody's playing that, bruh. Nobody's playing that. Let's see, do that Lego set with Charizard costs more than the Switch 2. Yeah, man, Lego, like the licensing fees and how Lego is, the production of the parts, tariffs, it's just beating Lego's butt, beating everybody's butt. So I don't really build Legos. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't buy any of the Lego sets and all that, but yeah, it's pricey. It's definitely pricey. For sure. Is Sonic Generations Switch 2 worth it on sale? Yes, I think it's worth at that price for $20-something. I think it's worth it for that price. Yeah, it's a pretty good Sonic game. Pretty good Sonic game. But yeah, my man DJ King, he was like the Bunny Garden expert. This man like knew everything. He was like researching their backgrounds and histories and talking with them and like, you know, sending fan mail to the developers to give to the voice actors. Like DJ King was like legitimately like cosplaying as like the real thing. He saw himself as like a black Joker from like Persona, like the harem style. He was reaching out to the developers, telling them how much he enjoyed the outfits. And nah, I'm joking. He didn't go that far. But I mean, if he did, I wouldn't be surprised. But why are so many people salty over Dustbowl's exclusivity? Because it's a Switch 2 exclusive, and a lot of people don't have Switch 2 or don't like Nintendo when it comes to FromSoft games. So yeah. I also don't do discounts on games. Oh, sup? Dragon Quest 7 demo's really good. It is really good. I was playing some more of it today. I was at like the phone shop, still trying to get my phone fixed. And it's really good, man. It's super good. I was grinding out in the ocean. I was really enjoying it. But this Pixel is working well for me. This Pixel, in the meantime, is working really well for me. So shout out to Pixel, the cheap Pixels. They're okay. And another timeline I probably did. I know, seriously. Dustin, because it's not coming out on their favorite console. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Like, I get the sentiment though. Like, I get being upset a little bit about it because it's like FromSoft does not have any type of relationship with Nintendo consoles. Like, you don't need to buy a Nintendo console to enjoy FromSoft games. So now all of a sudden, like, they're like, oh, well, now you need to buy this Switch 2 to enjoy our game. It's like, wait a minute, what? So like, I get why some people are upset with that, you know, but buy a whole nother console just to enjoy a game. And it's not like it's a Switch Lite, like it's cheap or something like that. It's a $450 to $500 console, depending on if you want the game or not, right? So like, I get it. You know, like, it's tough stuff. Times are tough these days, you know, money's limited. So some people just don't want to buy the system or don't have the extra cash right now, you know. So like, I get it, you know, I get it. The Switch 1 and Switch 2 was lightning in a bottle. Switch 1 and Switch 2, so 2 times lightning in a bottle. Okay, interesting. That's not the term that you use for lightning in a bottle, but that's okay. We'll use that here. I agree with you. Yeah, just recently, LOL eShop, though you have to, okay, you're talking to somebody else, okay. We picked up Trails in the Sky first chapter, fixing to try it out. It was pretty hard to find physically, so I'll be working on Metaphor Fantasio and Trails in the Sky. Nice. Both long RPGs. Hey, shout out CO Oos. See if we can keep it going, man. I mean, I wear this Niner hat regardless whether they win or they lose. I've been a Niners fan for you know, 4 decades, bro. I've been a Niners fan for decades at this point. So win or lose, win, lose, draw, ties, whatever, we out here. So yeah. You know what I would love to see? I would love to see a Super Bowl where legitimately it's a tie, for real a tie. Like, they keep playing and nobody scores and time runs out and they go to the next one and they legitimately get to the point to where the teams can't go anymore. Like, it's just nobody, like, I wonder what, like, it goes to the point where it's like the next night and they have to call the game off. I wonder what they would do. What's in the rule book for that? Would they give the Super Bowl to both teams? Like, okay, you guys are just both co-champions. What if there was ever a game like that where legitimately it's overtime, nobody can score, and it's getting to the point where it's like the next day, like they're going back and forth and nobody can score. I wonder what would happen. That'd be crazy. So yeah, bro does not know what light. Just agree with him. Sure, it was lightning in a bottle, Jeremy. No problem. It was. He's right. Lightning in a bottle. Both of them. No, they would have to do something. What would they do? They'd have to do something if nobody could score and it just kept going. You can't keep playing till the players die on the field. At some point, you have to call the game, or you have to replay the game, right? You'd have to replay it, or you'd have to... What is the protocol if nobody can legitimately score? There can be, like, nobody can score. And, like, what happens? Like, they can't just keep playing till the players pass out of exhaustion. So yeah. That would be the best Super Bowl ever if the tie could... That would be... Oh, my God. It'd be the most entertaining thing ever. It would be so good. Okay, chapter 18. Okay, nice, but it's not even hard. Just a lack of hit and crit rates, damage during enemy turns. Yeah, that game sounds like a horror movie. Oh my God, it would be so fascinating to see what would happen. It would be so fascinating to see like what they would end up doing, because like it's so unlikely. It's never happened, right, in the history of the NFL. The never-ending bowl. They'd have to stop because of player safety. At some point, you can't go. You can't go anymore, right? So yeah. At some point, you can't go anymore. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you have not hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button too if you are someone that's not subscribed yet. And get your questions in. Tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence. Big love to Justin. Justin's been carrying this last portion. Big love to Cyber Taurus once again. Huge 50. Big Joe coming in with the 20. We are 3 combos away from a 96 platinum extension. Hey yo, shout outs guys. Appreciate that. Combo breaks. Thank you guys so much for your support like always. Shout outs to Justin, man. Thank you for the multiple donos, dude. Last hour or so here. And of course the first Ninja Blood. Let's see here. Even my own Achilles was sacrificed for this season. Your own Achilles was sacrificed for this season. Let's go, man. Well, listen, you got to do something. You got to help out. I mean, everybody's Achilles is getting shook. I think that George Kittle's Achilles would have been jacked up regardless. I mean, the play wasn't even that bad and he tore his Achilles. I mean, it seemed like it was holding on by a thread. I mean, what happened even on that play? Like, he didn't even do anything. So it seemed like no matter what, at some point, that Achilles was going to snap for whatever reason. So yeah, just random. Why wouldn't they be able to score? Let's just say the defenses were just stopping them and they just couldn't score. They couldn't score at all. So yeah. Let's see, how do you donate on the stream? You can use the link at the top if you want to. Obviously, not required, but if you want to, at the top of the chat, there's a link there, or there's like a little icon, little money icon that says show your support for players. If you click on that, you can become a member, or you can send a super sticker, or you can, like I said, you can go through Streamlabs at the top of the chat. There's a little bubble. Either way, I appreciate your support. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Appreciate you, fam. Shout out to Dustin. But yeah, you can use the link there, or use the little icon there, little money icon on the chat there as well. How do you juggle playing multiple games at once? I don't juggle playing multiple games. I usually only play one game at a time. I usually lock in on one game. Unless it's like a multiplayer game, I might play multiplayer like just randomly, but I don't usually play multiple single player games at the same time because I don't like doing that. So whatever, halfway through Fire Emblem game, more than half the units aren't advanced class because of the lack of master seals. I get nervous for these units. Yeah, they might get cooked. Yeah, use the save states. Yo, Cyber Taurus. Yo, let's go.
Don't mind me just doing some sweeping.
Cyber Taurus, thank you so much with the sweep it up. Sweep it up, baby. Sweep. I got a couple different ones. We got to play the sweep. We got to play the broom. Bring out the brooms if somebody does the sweep. And then we've also got to do the 49er one. We've got to do both of those ones too. Maybe we have to do like a 12th man one for the Seahawks peeps too. Maybe we'll do that. We'll see. Shout outs to Cyber Taurus, man. I appreciate you, fam. Let's go. 54 on the board. Hey, yo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Limit break. You guys know how it is. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I'm actually, I don't have the time to be playing a bazillion different games at once. 96 on the board too, guys. Yo, let's go. 4 more days. This week we can actually get the 100 streak overclock. Let's go. I owe you guys a marathon stream this month. So yeah, there'll be another marathon stream once we get to the 100 on the streak. We're at 96. So yeah, marathon stream this month. So yeah, that should be fun. Let's see here. I usually stick to 2 games at once depending on the cadence of releases. Like next month, it's going to be tough. So many good games coming out. Yeah, like it's too hard for me because I play RPGs and a lot of RPGs are long. So I can't be playing, you know, Octopath, Final Fantasy Tactics, Trails in the Sky, like Hyrule Warriors. Like I can't be playing all of them at the same time. That makes no sense. I'm not going to make enough progress in any one of the games to really feel like I'm really moving towards it. Because like it takes me a month or so to beat games. Like to beat RPGs, it takes me about a month to 2 months. To beat RPGs because I like to do all the content, you know. So yeah, yeah, we're gonna do another marathon stream. We'll do another 6 hours or 3 hour stream, and then obviously if we depending on combos, like we'll extend it up to 6 hours. So should be fun. Last time we did 5 hours plus of talking, video games, all sorts of stuff. So it was fun. So yeah. Kittle's been playing injured for years. I mean, he's had a lot of nagging injuries here and there. Kittle does. So yeah, I think they have to definitely look for another tight end. They got Tonjes, he's pretty good, but they have to look for like another tight end, like a dynamic tight end, you know. Legal drama you were dealing with a while back. Legal drama that I was dealing with a while back. I haven't dealt with any legal drama, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. Sticking to one game, but Metroid and Pokemon came out already delayed those to finish Xeno 3. Oh yeah, you're playing Xeno 3. That's gonna snag you up in anything there. Yeah, feel that 100%. That's gonna be with FF7 drops. Yo, there you go. Yeah, FF7 drops in a couple weeks, right? It's like a week. It's like no, it's next week. It's next Thursday. I'm definitely picking that up. So. Yeah, Mario Kart World. We got to play Mario Kart World during the marathon stream. We got to play Mario Kart World. That's got to be something that we got to play. But I've got to plan it better, and I've got to get you guys set up better for that stream. So it's got to be like where we announce it well ahead of time. We plan it. We talk about it. Like we have a giveaways like set ready to go. Like we've got to get that stream. Like it's got to be way better organized than what it was. So I'm gonna tell my wife about it. So like she knows. We're gonna pick probably like a Saturday before the end of the month, maybe even the 31st. That might be a good one. So a couple Saturdays. I don't want it to interfere with the Spawncast. So what I'll probably do is that maybe we do it Sunday, maybe we do it Saturday. But if we do it Saturday, then I'll probably do it early in the morning. I'll probably do it early so we can wake up, enjoy, play, have fun. I can take a break, then I'll do the Spawncast. So yeah, so we'll see. Cult of the Lamb. I don't think I've played that yet. Any difference between FF7 on Switch 3 or Switch 2 versus Steam Deck? The Steam Deck version of the game, you can customize it more, so it can run at better FPS than the Switch 2 version, which is going to be locked at 30. But the graphics on the Switch 2 version are going to look a little bit sharper than the Steam Deck version. Let's see here. Got to beat Hades 2 and Metroid Prime 4 before RE9 comes out. Oh, you haven't beat Hades 2 and Metroid Prime 4 yet? Just go ahead and beat Metroid Prime 4. That game is pretty fast to beat. Like, it's not super long. I mean, tops 20 hours. That's if you trying to get everything and, you know, being lost here and there. But you can beat it quicker than that. But yeah, I recommend definitely beating Metroid Prime 4 because that one's not too bad when it comes down to that. So yeah. Too many games, so little time. Yeah. Too many games, so little time. What's up? Hey, welcome. What's up, OJ? Played Mario Sunshine over the weekend, man. That game gets harder towards the end, yeah. Trails Beyond the Horizon, FF7 Remake, Ease 10, Proud Nordics, Tales of Berseria Remastered, Dragon Quest 7, Reimagined, Monster Hunter Stories 3. These 3 months are heaven for JRPG fans. Yes, they are. It's like heaven and hell because it's like you also have to, how are you going to get time to play all those? It's almost going to be impossible to play all of those. So yeah. Did you end up playing Yuka Replay? Nah, because they don't have the 60 FPS. So I'm not gonna play it at 30 FPS on Switch too, and I'm not gonna play it on like if I want to play, I want to play that like portable. So yeah. So nope, didn't play it yet. They have they done the update? So yeah. Still haven't started the first Hades yet. Yeah, I'm excited for the Daima content on Kakarot. Hey, there you go. Tales of Arise, already taking 90% of me playing other games. Tales of Arise. Yeah, I played that. Tales of Arise is good. I just kind of got tired of it. I don't know why I did, but I just did. I put like 50, 60 hours into it and everything, but I just kind of got tired, man. So yeah. Look at all the Eagles fans crying and crying. Oh, the scriptwriter said no. Oh, look at these cry Eagles cry, bro. Okay, hold up. I'm sorry. I know you guys aren't here for NFL stuff, but I've got to do this. This stuff is like when it comes across my... See, this is the type of content that if I do NFL and I make my... This is the type of content that I'll probably react to. Stuff like this. Like, not because of this person. I don't care about the person, but just people complaining about this type of officiating. Like, so here's the problem that I have here. Like, look at this. Look at this play. Look at this play.
Decision by Hurts. He's got Dotson on green.
Jump pumping. They both have their hands on each other. The ball's underthrown. They're both looking back at the ball. And this dude is crying. Like I said, no hate towards this man. I'm not trying to hate on you, brother. I'm just saying, like, this is football. This is what happens when you have casuals. Look, pump fake. He puts his hand on him first. He puts his hand on him. Ronaldo says, okay, I'm going to put my hand on you. They both look back at the ball. They both are fighting for position. At this point, you don't call anything. You let them play. I used to play corner. I used to play safety. You don't call anything. This is not a foul. They both have their hands on each other. They're both going for the ball. And the officiant, look, they both are pushing each other. They both are tugging and pulling on each other right there. And people, the Eagles fans are going to cry about this play. The Fox News's like official that they have in the booth literally said they both have their hands on each other. They're both going for the ball. That's a no call. Literally the lead official for Fox, the guy that used to be, on the sidelines doing the officiating, and now Fox hires them to go over like plays and stuff. He said the same thing. I hate, like, Eagles fans are being the biggest babies, crying about everything when it comes down to, if you're going to cry about something that's actually a penalty or a foul. Don't cry about stuff like this. Sorry. I had to get that out there because that was ridiculous. It's just crazy, bro. Get your mind out of the gutter, Magnum. They're playing a game. They're both tugging and pulling on the jerseys when it comes down to that, okay? I'm showing you the game. Get your mind out of the gutter. They are both tugging and pulling like on the jersey. Like they're both pushing and pulling and kind of doing that to try to, wrestle for position on the field. They both did that. So it's like, it cancels it out. There's no penalty. There's no penalty. Let's see. He says, nah, bro. He had his arms wrapped around him. You can't catch the ball like that. Look right here. Look. He puts his hand on him first. That's offensive pass interference. He literally has his hand. Look, that's his hand. You can't tell because it's a white jersey. Hold up. Let me show you. You can't tell because that's a white jersey. He is pushing him. If anything, that cancels out. But if you're looking back at the ball and an offensive player has his hand on you, you are allowed to put your hand back on him. If he puts his hand on you, you can put your hand on him. If he's going like that, that is what they're both doing. They are both embrace pushing and trying. They're both looking back at the ball and they're both gouging for position, going for the ball. This is a no call. Now, if he has his arms wrapped around him and he's not touching him at all, and he's trying to just get the ball, that's what I would have done. I would have done that, and I would have exaggerated the motion. Like, I can't go get the ball because he's holding me. But he's literally pushing him. He's literally pushing him the whole time. You can look and see that he's pushing him. Just because somebody's fouling you doesn't give you the right to foul them back and then claim, you held me. You were pushing him too. So that's how it works in the NFL. No, absolutely not. You can't say the offense is allowed to push off of you, but the defense isn't allowed to do anything. If they're both pushing and pulling, or both pushing, that it is a no call. The literal official in the booth said the exact same thing that I'm saying right now. The official in the booth said the same thing. So you're trying to tell me that you know more than the official in the booth, the guy who did it for multiple years, who knows the rules in and out? He said, no, that's not a penalty. They're both going for the ball. They're both pushing each other. They both have their hands on each other. But you're trying to tell me that, no, his overrides the other one's. No, come on. Stop. And the ball was underthrown, and they're both looking back. Now, if he's not looking, and if the ball is thrown correctly and he's not looking and he's covered and he can't do anything, then I get that. That's a penalty. But they're both, literally, he has two hands. Not only that, but you can't even see his other hand is wrapped around his back. So he's also grabbing him. Look, his other hand is literally wrapped around his back. It's around the back. His other hand is pushing him right on his jersey. They're both going for the ball. Look, he's literally trying to manipulate, and then he pulls him. And then he pulls him down. Look. And then he pulls him. That is not a penalty. I'm sorry. And then he pulls him down. He pulls him down to the ground. Look. I know it's kind of hard to see, but he's grabbing him. You can see the pinch of the jersey right here. He's grabbing him, and then you can see the pull. He doesn't even pull him down. He pulls him down to stop the interception. I'm sorry, man. No, that's not something that you cry about. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Just take the L. You know? There was a legitimate potential hold on a Brock Purdy scramble where they kind of held Bond in the middle of the line, but that's not one of them. That is not one of them. That is not a problem. So yeah. Of course, I don't know more than the official. I just don't agree, like the no call. Okay, so it's okay for other people to be pushing them, and you're gonna call a penalty on that one when he's also pushing him too. That is not the call to make. That is not the call to make. I'm sorry. That is not. I would be very upset as an offensive player, you can push and manipulate the guy. The guy does that at the same time. They're both doing it at the same time, but then you get called. That's insane. That is insane. That is insane logic. That is insane logic. Hey, you know what? He's grabbing me. Oh yeah, but you're pushing and pulling me too. Oh well, no. That's pass interference. What? No way. That's not fair at all. So yeah, this is my opinion. Let's see here. Eagles fans aren't going to be tearing up the streets this year. Yeah, no Super Bowl this year for them, but maybe next year. You never know. I'm a casual Eagles fan. I can admit they sucked. I mean, they didn't play their best game last night. You know, I mean, listen. It happens to every team. Only one team can win the Super Bowl, and unless you're unless you're the Chiefs or the Eagles or the Rams, a lot of teams haven't won that much in the past 6-7 years. 6-7. Oh man, a lot of teams have not won recently, except for those three teams. So, listen, man, it's hard. It's not easy. It is not easy. There is no difference between pushing and hugging. There's no difference. There's no difference. If you hug a defender at the same time you're pushing a defender, that is still PI. It's a PI on defense. It's a PI on offense. If you push a defender away from you on offense, that is PI. If you push a defender, or if a defender pushes an offensive player, that is PI. If a defender grabs an offensive player, that is PI. If a offensive player, wide receiver, grabs a defender while they're trying to get interception, that is also PI. There is no difference between hugging and pushing when it comes to PI. There's no difference. They both can be considered PI while the ball is in the air. There's no difference. My Texans are taking the Steelers tonight. Nice, let's go. Leave this 6-7 nonsense in 2025, please. Listen, I don't know if I can give up the 6-7, man. I don't know if I can. I mean, I don't want to do it, but I kind of like have to. It's like, because if I don't, you guys will just do it to me. So, like, you might as well just get on top of it and just do the 6-7 before you get 6-7, you know? So, you should just embrace it at this point till it just dies out, you know? Let's see. I looked up the origins of the 6-7 meme and I was very disappointed in humanity. Yeah, there's really no real reason for it. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. So yeah. Let's see. Objectivity from NFL fans ain't happening. I know. You like I said, I played. You can't pull and push on someone at the same time and you're getting held and then complain about pass interference. Like, you can't. Like I said, what he should have done was just go for the ball. Just go for the ball. The reason why he's pushing and the reason why he's trying to pull him down is because he thinks he's going to intercept it. Because he does not have confidence that he's going to actually catch the ball. So that's why he did that. He did that because he doesn't think that he's going to be able to catch the ball. He knows that he's in a good spot. So that's why he did that. If he felt that he was going to catch the ball, he would have just not pulled or pushed him. Just go for the ball and get the PI. Draw the PI call. I've done it many times. Where I'm playing receiver. I used to play receiver too. Where I'm playing receiver, I'm running a route and I'm like on a break or I'm running a streak and a guy grabs me and I don't push him or anything. I just try to jockey for position. I move my arm. I kind of arm bar him and then I go for the ball. And if he's grabbing me, they're going to call PI. They're going to call it. So to me, it's like he's scared that he was going to get beat, that he wasn't going to, because there's no reason to pull him and to push him if you're going for the ball, if you think you can get it. I swear this is like the modern day Rick roll. Well, there you go. Then that's a good no call then. Neither of them was catching the ball. Then that's a good no call. Neither of them are going to catch it. They're both looking back for the ball. They're both interfering with each other. Good no call. Just like there we go. Good no call. Just like the ref in the booth said. Good no call. They're both pushing. They're both pulling. They're both interfering with each other. They're both looking back for the ball and trying to track it. Good no call. Don't let flags determine plays like that when they're both committing a foul. Now, if it's obvious and if it's there, then absolutely call it. Throw the flag. Throw it. But if it's not, then it's not, you know? Let's see here. Justin with the 3 as well. Shout out to Justin.
My friend was selling a Mario Kart bundle for $445 and someone offered $300 and my friend asked why. They said that's all I have. On his profile picture is 5 PC handhelds. Lol.
You said your Mario Kart bundle for $445? I mean, you're not really going to get a Mario Kart bundle for $445. Like, the Mario Kart bundle for $445, that's too close to the actual price of the bundle. And, like, he's already used it, right? So, like, people are just willing to pay an extra $55 to get that. That's the reason why. But, like, maybe if he was selling it for, like, $400, he'd probably be able to get somebody. But for $445, that's too close to $500. You might as well just go get a clean new one. Yeah, obviously he's just trying to get a deal because he has a bunch of PCs and stuff, you know. Let's see here. Who's worse, gaming fans or NFL fans? Gaming fans. NFL fans are bad. They're really bad. But gaming fans are quite possibly some of the worst. Gaming fans, people that are into politics. Politics is the worst. These are the worst type of people. Politics, like, on all sides. But outside of politics, outside of that, between NFL and between, I'm going to say gaming fans are worse. NFL fans are bad, but gaming fans, can be outright insane. Like, gaming fans go way too far at times. Gaming fans will dox. Gaming fans will just do insane things. Sports fans don't. I'm pretty sure there's some things like that, and yes, they do bad things. Like, yes, there's been bad things, but there's been almost equally as many bad things when it comes to gaming fans. So I'm gonna go with gaming fans over sports fans. So yeah. I would ask, I want to bet on the 49ers Hawks game, but I'm not Nick93 who's willing to bet 3 times due to the point spread. Yeah, if we bet, I'm going to need a 2 to, because literally the Seahawks are like, what, 6? I'm going to need a 2 to 1. I'm going to need a 2 to 1 at least. Minimum 2 to 1. Maybe 2.5 to 1 odds, because the Niners are without Kittle now. Now they're without Kittle as well. I'm going to need, and the Seahawks are fully healthy, rested at home. I'm going to need 2 to 3 to 1. 2 to 3 to 1 odds on that one, or at least 2.5. 2.5 odds on that one if you want to bet. Let's see. Imagine doxing people over video games. Yes, people do dox over video games. Yes, yes. I mean, sports fans. I'm pretty sure that there's been cases of that, but and maybe I don't see the same type of stuff. It's bad on both sides, but like, gaming fans are some of the biggest. Like I said, it's. You've got to remember. Let me try to explain this. The amount of hardcore gaming fans that are into what we're into is significantly smaller than the amount of hardcore sports fans. There are more hardcore sports fans that are live, die, breathe sports than there are gaming fans that live, die, breathe gaming. Gaming is seen as such a casual side hobby for 99% of people. And the reason why I say that is because in gaming, the average, in terms of hardcore gamer, people pick up about, what, 2 games per year, 3 games per year? And sports fans watch, even casual sports fans watch way more than 1 or 2 games per year. They watch significantly more than that. So the average, there's more hardcore sports fans than there are hardcore gaming fans. So that's the thing that I've seen overall with that. The thing that I would say though, it's just crazy, right? It can be crazy on both sides, all sides. I don't know, OJ. A war was fought over a soccer game. No real war has started between Mario Kart World versus Sonic Cross Worlds. A war? What war was started over a soccer game? Let's see here. No news on Elden Ring. We wait for possible info at the next Nintendo Direct. Yes, next Nintendo Direct. Potentially. Hey, what's up? Life will change. Thank you for the 33 months, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. There you go. A lot of hardcore games just stick to one live service game. Yeah. Didn't one dude shoot another person over Call of Duty? Dude, there have been numerous slayings, killings, assassinations, whatever. There has been a lot of stuff when it comes to gaming. Like, it's bad. But then there's been stuff like that when it comes to sports too. There's been both. They're both pretty. They both can get crazy and bad, to be honest. It's hard to say which one's worse, like overall. It depends on what you're into more. I'm more into the gaming crowd than I am into the sports crowd. But if I started creating content on sports, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be people that are just as crazy, if not more crazy, than gaming content creators. But from what I've seen, a lot of gaming content creators and gaming fans can just be more insane based off of what you like or whatnot, you know? So yeah. A lot of hardcore games, I think you meant gamers, just stick to one live service game. Well, no, I don't think hardcore gamers stick to one live service game. That's more of the people that are just into, like, the more of the casual that are just into one game. Hardcore gamers are playing a lot of different games. They're playing a lot of different stuff. But I mean, if all you're playing is Call of Duty, you're not really a hardcore gamer, you know. So yeah. Make sure you guys hit that like button, though. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Let them know that we are streaming out here. Yo, Jay, they blamed the 90 school shooting on Mortal Kombat. They blamed a lot of things on that. So yeah. Oh, this is an interesting one. Psych Out Remix? I haven't heard this one before. I've never heard people making death threats to people over console wars. A lot of sports fans will send out death threats over bad. You've never heard about people making death threats over Bro, people have made death threats over video games. Oh my goodness. Have you not heard about all the death threats that people have gotten when it comes to Dreamcast guy, or when it comes to, heck, I've gotten death threats. I don't talk about it because it's not worth talking about. But like, bro, what? Yeah, I got death threats. I got people saying stuff. Dude, like I said, and RGT's gotten them. John's gotten them. Dreamcast guy's gotten them. Miss Click has gotten them. Like, people have made all sorts. And it's not even just us. Like, bigger content creators have gotten crazy amount of death threats over video. Oh my God, that's like a daily thing. Developers have gotten death threats. Like, Neil Drunkman. Remember when Last of Us Part 2 came out? That dude got so many death threats and schizos saying things. I mean, but yeah, like, sports people, obviously, yes, there's death threats too. So yeah. Yeah, it comes with the job. It's not right, though. Doesn't mean it's right, though. Does not mean it's right at all. So yeah. Last of Us 2 is trash, but he didn't deserve death threats. I don't think Last of Us Part 2 is trash. I think it's a good game. It's just obviously some situations like with the story and stuff, but the game's actually really well made. It's a well made in terms of gameplay. It's incredible. It's pretty good. So yeah. The Last of Golf. That happens. Pretty sure I've gotten something like that playing COD. Oh, I bet, man. I bet. I mean, people just usually say stuff, they don't mean it. Sometimes you never know, man. Sometimes you never know overall. So yeah. You never know. Yep, crazy. The Great Ninja War has some bodies dropped like, oh my God. Yo, the Great Ninja War? That was crazy. That was crazy. But I mean, sports can get crazier. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, like there's been a lot of crazy stuff with sports as well, you know? So yeah. There's been a lot of crazy stuff with sports as well. Like it can be just as bad. So The Great Ninja War was nuts. Yeah, that was like the like I remember seeing everybody go crazy on Twitter and all their arguments, and I was like, oh well, that's just on Twitter. It's not gonna be here. And then all of a sudden, it like flooded into the Discord like a riot, bro. Everyone was just yelling at each other, calling each other names, just insulting. So then I'm just like, I'll tell you what happened, bro. I'm just sitting back, right? And I'm just like, I'm like looking at all this stuff. I'm like, yo, guys, like, calm down. And I'm just like looking at all the stuff like that it's happening, like looking at everyone just talking and yelling back. And I'm just like, I'm just let it play out. I'm just let them go till they get tired. So that's what I did. I just let it go. I just let it go till they got tired. And then after that, I like conducted a series of interviews. Like I was like interviewing players for like an exit interview on a team. Like after they're done for the season, like they have interviews with each of the players. And like I was asking questions. I was gathering information. I was looking at the coming from like, hey, look, what is your point of view? I swear I spent more time in DMs asking people questions than I do making videos that month, those weeks. So then when I finally came to my decision was this, and people didn't like it, but this is my decision was after that, I wasn't like, one side wanted me to banish and ban the other side. The other side wanted us to say, hey, look, you know, we can just move on. We can just block each other and then just move on. But one side was like, no, they shouldn't be here. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to do that because I can't ban people over their political views on Twitter. I can't ban people because they like certain people or not over Twitter. Like, that's not my business and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. Everybody is allowed to like who they like, support who they want. Just my biggest mistake was not making it a rule to not bring it into my Discord or bring it into my stream, you know, which we kind of had it to where it wasn't in streams. Like, hey, like no politics stuff, guys. But like, I didn't make it like an official rule, especially on the Discord. So my reasoning was, hey, look, nobody's going to get banned because I can't sit there and take sides on political topics. So I said, look, we're all going to move on. If you don't want to be part of here, like if you don't like them, then obviously you don't have to stay. You can, you know, I would love to have everybody here. Then that's when one side just completely just said, screw you. But then also the other side said, screw you too. So like, they both ended up saying, screw you, you know, to me. And obviously just saying, he sucks, we hate him. And they both sides ended up essentially leaving. You know, so I was like, all right. And they all ended up not supporting on Patreon and not like dropping all at the same time. And I was like, whatever, you know, it is what it is. Took a big hit, but it was like, hey, look, like I can't take sides based off of that, you know? So yeah. We lost both sides. Yeah, it was a stalemate. So then we had to rebuild from there, you know? So yeah. Interesting though. Interesting nonetheless. I think the village is better off though at this point, you know. I think it's better off that we don't have certain situations and, you know, things that could cause those type of issues, to be honest. So, you know, I think it makes sense, in my opinion, at least. It makes sense to me. So yeah. It makes sense it makes sense to me at this point, at least. So yeah. I'll bet you $10 that Seahawks win the Super Bowl. $10 that Seahawks win the Super Bowl. $10. Okay. So you have Seahawks win the Super Bowl. So if the Seahawks don't win the Super Bowl, I get 10. That's fine. We can do that bet. I don't mind paying you 10 if the Seahawks win the Super Bowl. I don't mind that. I think I'm gonna bet on it anyway. So if they're there, I'll bet on them to win. But I'll bet you that they don't. So maybe I can make. I'll go both. Sounds like a Fire Emblem moment, bruh. I don't think the Seahawks are going to win the Super Bowl though, because I think the Niners are going to beat them this weekend. I think it's hard to beat a team 2 times in a row. I think it's really hard to beat a team 2 times in a row because like the Seahawks are going to do exactly what they did before. They're going to play the same way because like, hey, look, this is what we did to beat them the first time. The Niners are going to play completely different. They're going to switch things up. They're going to change things up so they don't run into a brick wall again. They're definitely going to change things up. So I think it's going to be a lot harder to beat. It's always hard to beat a team 2 times in a row. It's really difficult to beat a team 2 times in a row. So, I mean, we saw that with the Panthers. Panthers and Rams obviously couldn't beat the Rams again. So I'm picking the Niners. I'm picking the Niners. I got 5 on it. Dun, 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 dun. So, but yeah, I mean, if they win, obviously they deserve it. They're deserving. I'll bet you 10K Seahawks win it. You don't have 10K to bet. You don't have 10. You don't have 10K to bet, bro. You don't have 10K to bet. Let's see here. Holy cow! The 49ers beat the Seahawks, bro, with the injuries. Damn. I mean, at this point, you can't even really look at it as like all the. I mean, yes, the injuries are a factor, but man, bro, like it's like one of those things. It's like Shanahan, dude. Shanahan, he has the keys. He has the keys. I got the keys. Like he's got the keys to the ship. So, listen, I don't know. I don't want to jinx it, but maybe Warner's back. I mean, I don't think he's gonna come back this week, but man, if he did. Imagine the boost. If Warner suits up for the Niners this week. Oh my goodness. I don't think he's going to though. I don't think he's ready. But man, if Warner suits up, if Warner suits up. Oh my goodness. That would be crazy. I'd be so happy. But I don't want him to re-injure the ankle. But man, it would be great if Warner suited up again. It would be really good if Warner suited up again for the Niners. That'd be good. Let's see here. To be fair, you won the first game of the season because the ball plonked off someone's jersey near the end zone. Plonked off somebody's jersey near the end zone. I mean, well, and you can also say there's always balls that bounce. I mean, listen, McCaffrey handed you guys the ball at the it was gonna be a 3-point game with time, and McCaffrey right in his hands says, oh, here you go, to the defense. So does that happen again? And you guys ran for 10,000 yards. Like, you guys converted a 3rd and 17. There were so many plays that you could look at there. The Darnold fumbles and the ball bounces, literally, there's a fumble, and it bounces right off the 49ers' face. Like, he goes to grab the ball, and it goes, doink, in the Seahawks territory. So it would have been a short field. So that's 14 points right there. Right there, 14 points for the Niners. They get that ball back right there in the territory for the Seahawks. McCaffrey doesn't hand the ball to the defensive player. So there's a slim margin between winning and losing in the NFL, especially in tough rivalry games. Slim margin. It's going to come down to like a play or two when you look back at it. So will those same plays be made? Will they go one way? Will they go a different way? Who knows? We got to wait and see, you know? We got to wait and see. But yeah, it literally bounced right off his face mask. Gross Matos, that fumble that Darnold had where he tripped, and like I think it was the Charbonnet, and like he handed it and like it fumbled, and all he had to do was just like grab the ball and it wasn't like the ball was going all squirmy. It was right there, and it went doinked right off of his face mask, and then they recovered it. I'm like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. And then 3rd and 17, easy. Like, nobody even touched him until he was like 10 yards down the field. Diamador Lenore just let him. Just let him. So yeah, it was crazy. Like, real quick, we got so that was just like a crazy play. I think I can look it up and I can tell you guys what I'm talking about here. So look at this play. This is quite possibly the worst play that I've ever seen. Like, 9 times out of 10, this never happens. This happens like 1 out of every like 300 snaps in the NFL. Like this never happens. It's 10-3 in the third quarter. It's 3rd and 17. You got 2 guys here. You've got 2 guys here. You've got a front 4. You've got them standing. You've got a defensive back here, nickel. You've got Diamador here. You've got 2 linebackers. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 9 people up front. You've got 8 people in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 8 people in the box. This should be a stop for no more than 5 or 6 yards. But look at how bad. These 2 linebackers are no longer playing. They did not play against the Eagles. Funny how against the Eagles, they bottled up Saquon. They bottled him up. These 2 guys aren't playing. This is Bethune and this is Winters. Okay, these 2 guys, they're young, they're fast, but they're inexperienced. And these 2 guys will not be the starting linebackers against the Seahawks. Okay, the Seahawks now, against the Seahawks, it's going to be Kendricks, who's a much better player that played way better. And it's going to be Wallow, which Wallow is better than both of these guys. So here's the problem with this. Here's the play. First, the pursuit. 1, they're not downhill. They're running sideways. You need to be running downhill. You need to be cutting across. This right here, I don't like the release. I don't like the release one bit. One bit. They're not running downhill enough. They're bending it around. They need to be shaving it closer. He should be here. He should be here. They should not be like curving it, right? It shouldn't be a curve. It should be downhill, okay? Take on those blockers sooner. Plug up the gap. This is the problem that I have. One guy comes here. He comes to crack down on a linebacker. Look at this guy. This is Diamador Lenore. This is one of their better defensive players, if not their best defensive player. Definitely the best secondary player for sure, okay? This is their guy that they paid a lot of money to. He's a good player, but here's the problem that I have. Look at this. This guy cracks back on him. He doesn't take it. This guy's looking for somebody else to block. This guy, you got a hat on here. He's too deep. He should already be here. He should be in there, but he's not. This guy backside pursuit. He's coming. He's got no shot. Look at Lenore. Look at this. He tries to go, I'm going to take out the outside, and that's fine. But right now, at this point, you need to accelerate. He's already made his decision. He's cutting in. He's looking right at him. You don't continue to hold the contain. You've got another guy for that out there that's coming outside here. You don't need to do that. You know that guy's behind there. You need to attack. Right here. Look at right there. Right. What is he doing? This guy, Bethune, this is a bad play. He ends up taking out both of them. Look, this guy, one blocker, hits 2 of them. This guy's going to get stout. He's small. He's going to get pancaked. JSN is coming here, but this is also a bad play by Jair Brown. Jair Brown's probably not going to be playing. His hamstring is hurt. This is going to be Siegel here. Siegel played significantly better. This is a terrible gap control on all sides. Look at this. Lenore needs to attack. He has a free man, and look at this. He lets him go. He thinks he's going to tackle him, and he lets him go. You need to explode into like you need to just drive. This should be an easy tackle. There's no reason why Lenore doesn't make this tackle. Nobody touches him. He's literally untouched. Look. He lets up. He lets up, and then he's going, what? This type of play, and in this situation, after the Gross Matos fumble where he didn't pick it up, this is a backbreaker. This is a killer for a team, but literally untouched. Does something like this happen again in the game? Probably not. But these are the type of plays that lose you games. These are the type of plays from losing teams that lose you plays. Now, luckily the Niners haven't been like that, but you can see plays like where people aren't giving 100% effort. This is a bad read. It's 3rd and 17, and I don't know if Lenore thinks that, okay, it's 3rd and 17, somebody else is going to tackle him, but this is a bad play. This is just, nobody touches him. He lets up. Right there. He lets up. Could have just exploded right into him and tackled him, and he doesn't. And he doesn't.
It does worry me if we have to run into the Rams again in the NFC Championship game.
Got to get past the Niners first. But shout out to Cybertorch. Thank you for the 10. This is a terrible play. Look, he lets up. He literally lets up. If he would have just driven on the ball, he could have easily tackled him. This is an easy tackle. He's not even... Kenneth Walker's not even looking at him. He's not even looking at... He wouldn't know. Lenore could come in and punch that ball out. That's what he should have done. He should have came with the right arm and punched that ball out. That could have been an easy fumble. He's holding it with one arm like this. He's holding it up right here. That could have been an easy punch out. And he doesn't do that. He just lets him run right by him. These type of plays are the backbreaker plays. And this same drive had the Niners, once again, Sam Darnold fumbled the ball on the handoff, and it hit Gross Matos right in the face. And it hit him right in the face. And so they've got to clean this up. If they clean this up, no handing the ball to McCaffrey. I think it was 49ers Seahawks, McCaffrey, 49ers, McCaffrey interception, CMC drop. So it was just like, it was just like a fluke play where it just...
Okay, Seahawks 49ers.
So look at this. This play, they're down. This is another one. They're down 13-3. Down 13-3. They scheme up a great play for the Niners to do on this one. They scheme up a great play. It's 13-3. You got CMC right here. Okay? And they run the play. He's open. The ball gets tipped at the line. So the ball gets tipped a little bit. But that doesn't matter. Look at this play. There's CMC. He has two hands on the ball. And he just hands it to him. They're going to show it here. He just drops it. It's a little behind him, but he gets two hands on the ball. And this should be a walk-in touchdown. But look at that. It goes right to him. It goes right to him. He just literally just went like that. And that is ball game. That's fourth. Look at that. Does that happen again? Does CMC do something like that again? There's no way. Look at it. It's just luck. It just fumbled. Look, so that's why I'm confident that the Niners can play significantly better, because CMC had an incredible game against the Eagles. I don't see CMC doing something like this again. I don't see that happening again. I don't. But we'll see. All right, guys. Sorry that I turned into NFL Twitter. I really need to make my NFL channel. Shout out to Cyber Taurus. Thank you for the JoJo. I've got to go. I want to say thank you to everybody that came out to today's stream. So yeah, shout outs to everybody here. I appreciate you guys. Sorry about the NFL. So much NFL talk. You never know what's going to happen, but I doubt CMC is going to have that type of mistake in this upcoming game. I doubt it. I doubt that he is. He played big in this game. I doubt he's going to have another mistake like that. I think he's going to be ready. I think he's going to know the what's at hand, you know. So we will see. Shout outs to everybody that came through. Big love to Cyber Taurus. Appreciate you guys. Big love to everybody that dropped donos. Big love to Justin. Shout outs to Joe 9K. Big love to all the Elite Ninjas. I appreciate all of you guys. Let me see what Party Man said. Let's see here. Read your last comment. Weird move. That wouldn't have happened if you had Jimmy G. Okay, yes. If we had Jimmy G, I don't think we would have even made the playoffs if Jimmy G was a starting quarterback. So I mean, that it would have just been whatever. Big love to everybody that came out to the stream today. I appreciate that, guys. Love y'all so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys for being awesome. We will see you guys for the next one. We'll be back again tomorrow. All right, guys. So thank you guys so much. Love y'all so much, and we'll see you guys for the next one. Thank you for watching. All right, peace out, homies. Big love to Cyber Taurus. Big love to Justin. Thank you guys for the donos. Big love to Joe 9K. Big love to everybody that dropped donos, man. Appreciate y'all. Combo breaks. You guys are goated. All right, guys. Love y'all. Peace out. Go watch my video from today, too, guys. Go watch my video.